Oi, oi. Flatearthbritish, Martinliedtke speaking. It is Flatterday. Double flat thumbs to infinity fries. Woohoo! I am back. We're going to absolutely crush it any second now, guys. You're going to absolutely love this. Promise you, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a whale of a time. You're going to be wondering how this happens. You're going to be astounded at what I've pieced together, guys, and something that I've found, which is mesmerizing in its nature. It just leaves you flabbergasted at the implications of what I am saying. But if you are a long-time follower of Flat Earth British, I'm sure all of this is going to be really, really good for you, Brian. You will really, really enjoy this. So, beings that came from the well, maybe so. The rapture, not really included in the Bible, but it seems to be a topic. And something really weird is going on. So we're going to have a look at the rapture, some of the things that I've pieced together and an image that I found, and some of the clues about this off-realm place through Ezekiel's wheels. Now, they do say that there is some sort of, well, they don't say, well, they do in their ancient texts and religions, but there is some sort of judgment day. And what I think it is, I think it's a psychological judgment day. I think it's both sides of hemispheres of our mind meeting somewhere in the middle and shaking hands and getting on with the show at hand. But unfortunately, because consciousness has been hijacked, most people have gone way too far, and they won't be able to come back home, unfortunately, to the family. Now, this post, okay, is 200 of you just shit out of nowhere. This is going to be a magical experience. Did I mention? Did you see the memo? Did you check the memo board? It's been up there all afternoon. We're going to have a 70s session later, okay? So I'm going to imagine, right, that you're a kid in the 1970s, what you had for Christmas in the 1970s, what epic toys that you had, what music we were into. So it will be, if you are like of a certain age, this will be a real good trip down memory lane for you. I can assure you that. We're going to get that 70s buzz going on, disco feeling, okay? You know, like whole families living on £3 a week and freezing to death. That 70s feeling. I'm feeling very that right now. And, okay, we're going to have a really good time anyway later on. I got lots and lots and lots of funny stuff to keep you all entertained in this really weird time. Now, let me talk about something that happened yesterday, okay? Because I stopped in my tracks and just stood there and I was like, uh-oh, that is not right. I've been here quite a while now, over half a century, and I can show you that moon that rose last night, apart from its weird color, was the biggest moon I've ever seen in my life. Now, I did have a dream when I was a teenager, guys, right, that I got up and over in the western, southern sky just behind me here, actually, that was the same horizon that I seen in the dream, a moon, a massive, massive moon that was too big and it just filled the entire sky. I had that dream. And I, click of a finger, went straight back to that dream I had when I was a teenager. When I seen that, I was like, that's like that fucking dream. It was too big. It's all off, guys. It's out of orientation. It's more to the north, the moon these days. It's far too high and the sun is too low and it whizzes by too quick. It's gone like 3:30. There's something really off. I know I can appreciate the clock being changed and the time changing bollocks, but at the end of the day, it really is off, all of it, isn't it? I'll give you a rundown on some of the strangeness that is going on, just to give you some idea. So we do realize and we do know that history always repeats, don't we? Okay. And it seems that we had some sort of judgment in the past where, you know, God, in his infinite wisdom, wiped out everybody on the face of the earth, like 96% in what was called the Great Dying. That's sweet, isn't it? That included all the animals, apart from just a few, actually. So you can imagine if 2 animals died in the ark, that was it. They were fucked. There was no more species of that. Unfortunately, the Chazwazes are no more, sort of thing. So we've had this really weird stuff going on with the sun and the moon. Okay, the behavior of people, they're acting like zombies. They're completely gone into the matrix way too far. This vanity, these really queer obsessions that they all have about absolute bollocks. I heard a couple talking the other day. It was just so ludicrous, concerning people's immediate life and how they should be surviving and getting on with one another with love and intent. It's completely the reverse of that. It was. It's quite hurtful to see, actually. And then there's the black goo graphene thing that they're all going through, which is electromagnetically probably hooked up to some sort of weird shit that's going on at the moment we probably know nothing about, but they are tipping us off. So there was no vid. Manny, who is out there somewhere, Manfred, has got no vid. Yeah, they told him. So yeah, did I mention? Right, this video is going to be dedicated to Gary Felton. Okay, so Gary has not been too well this week, and he gave us a bit of a scare, actually, guys. So Gary needs to be back. Okay, we need warriors like you in this war, mate. Okay, so you need to get up out of there and get the fuck away from them. Okay, which I know you will anyway, brother, because you're absolutely awesome. So our prayers and our love go out to you, brother. Get well. Okay, you give us a scare there. Give me a scare this week. I was like, oh shit. But it's good that you're on the turn for the better. So I'm grateful for that. The metaverse. That's a weird one, isn't it? Well, they are going to go up into some weird virtual reality thing, or surrogates, where they'll just be fat bastards sat in a chair shitting themselves, or in a hole just like in Idiocracy, in a hole in the chair. Mind you wouldn't have to go to a freezing cold toilet, so that don't actually sound too bad. Division agendas. That one really gets on my nerves. Driving everyone against everyone. They're doing it now with sport, aren't they? I just seen someone just saying, I hate these specific country because they beat their football team. That is part of it as well, what we're going to talk about in a minute, as you're going to see, guys. This entire getting crowds together all on the same energy, creating electromagnetism. And magnetism is invisible. Okay, the power of a magnet. I used to have massive magnets when I was a kid, right? Some of them, they would stick to metal. You couldn't get them off again. They were that big. But I was obsessed with magnets since I was really, really young. And it was just mesmerizing to me, the power that could attract, that much that it would pull me, but it was completely invisible. So I realized that this stuff was going through me. And I realized by carrying a 6-inch nail early on in my life that metal was an important part of us, and we need certain amount of metal, but not too much, as we'll have a look at a little bit later. Strange changes. We've all experiencing strange changes. Things are just there, and they're just shitting stuff out of nowhere, and it's all too spooky. We don't even know what's going on with all that. It's like Mandela effects, etc. And it all feels off. It does not feel like the same place. Everyone thinks everyone else is being cloned, and everyone else thinks everyone else is cloned. And the whole of the internet is awash with AI. Now, shared all week on Facebook has been these images, although they are very evocative, and I wish they were fucking true, but they are not. They've proved to be AI. And they're posting, everyone's sharing it, which is dangerous to truth, is these images of Antarctica with Greco-Romano architecture all over Antarctica, which is partly the reason why I posted yesterday with documentative evidence, which is not just shit out of AI Camerasville, a week or 3 if I can go, which everyone's sharing. So could you watch that, please? Because that's dangerous to the whole of truth, see? Because if everyone's just like, oh, that's fucking amazing, my mind's blown, when they don't do any research, drag and drop and check it out for themselves to find any of this is real, which is not, by the way. As lovely and epic as it fucking is, it just isn't. If it's too good to be true, that's true for a lot of stuff in this life, as I'm sure you'll appreciate. So we're going to talk about the rapture. As crazy as it sounds, there isn't an energetic shift happening, and there seems to be some sort of test going on. You can't deny it, guys. We have been tested sorely in this truth movement, with these evil energies that just shit out of nowhere. And I thought they were just on wages, especially with these early globetards that came at us like fucking psychopaths on a daily basis, year after year after year. I am not even joking. Every single day, like they had nothing else to do in the world. All bad energy. This is why I disconnected from it, because I just couldn't attract myself to that sort of negative energy, especially talking about flat earth. So that's why I moved into the sort of history field. They don't seem to have a problem with any of that, which was a problem, because I can't connect to any of that bad energy. And it's just narcissists, guys, because shit tons of people are just fucking heartless bastards. They have no feeling for anyone. They're not grateful for anything. They're not grateful to just, oh, let's celebrate just being alive. There's many flat fingers there. Get better soon, brother. Okay, get that Novid Ovid. Whatever. As long as you're not wearing any of them funny face diapers. Okay. Fongzi's feeling low energies. That's them, mate. They're bombarding us. And this will be one of the reasons why tonight, you know, we're really fucking giving them an uppercut here, guys. We're really on them like a rash. They must be feeling it. The energy in my you know, my life is just rising, and I can feel it going up, and I feel people's energy going up with me. Just write on that, brother, because there's something beautiful going to happen, and I just know it. I just know it. I don't know how I know it. I just know it. Okay. If they think they're going to do what they think they're going to do to us for the rest of our existence and our children's and our grandchildren's existence, is not a fucking reality. It's not going to happen. These fucking odious twats, I can't even look at them on the internet anymore. I'm sorry, guys. We'll have a look at a few of them later. In this, we're going to look at, obviously, Tartaria and Mudflood, because I do that sort of thing. So we'll have a look at some examples of that I've picked up. We got some incredible video that I've pulled and found that is just stomach turning concerning these Phoenicians and what they get up to in the Victorian era, or what they call the Victorian era. We're going to have a little bit of quizage later, a bit of hopefully audience participation during our 70s revival era a bit later on. Okay, after all the juiceage. And we're going to have a little think about everything anyway under the sun. So let's give a few of you shouts. So welcome all. Really happy to see you. The energy is good, as I said, feeling good about things. And so it should be as well, because this is the way it's going to roll. Fuck them. Royally. I really, really think that, guys. They just don't love us. They don't. We should be living 150 fucking years. The only reason we're dying is because of the paradigm, the medication, the fucking drink, the fucking cigarette, the whole thing that they sold us knocks us out halfway through our lives, guys. I feel fucking robbed. And not only that, old age. You know, the, oh, happy birthday to you. What? That voodoo magic spell tune, you mean? And then you blow out a candle to complete the fucking ritual of aging. It's voodoo. It's a spell. They're doing it. Like the baptism, like the whole fucking thing, guys. Fuck them. I can't help myself, guys. I really feel passionate about this because I really do feel like we're winding up to something really crucial. And I really do feel like the truth is on a cusp of something really important. I do. Outside of all of the official fuckery out there, okay, outside of all of the attempts at psyops to try and fucking discombobulate the truther movement so they don't know what to believe anymore, like them AI images, and you know, the massive concentration on Antarctica should be a clue that there's something else going on north where the needle points. You know, it's always a reverse mentality with these fuckers. And when, you know, that's the nature of gaslighting the people, isn't it? You know, find something that they're interested in, give it to them a little bit, give them a taste, let them go, oh, that's nice, a little bit of euphoria maybe. None of it's fucking real. Is this too good to be true? You know it. Anyway, this is too good to be true. This is fantastic, but this is all up my Brian, so this will be good. Okay. I have found some interesting stuff this week, guys. As I said, this post I did yesterday concerning Vespucci, who was apparently Amerigo Vespucci was apparently the discoverer of America, but he's supposed to have discovered a lot more, but it has been debated whether it was just Tierra del Fuego or another continent completely. But it's interesting, and it was mind-blowing, all of that, and I posted that yesterday. Now, please, the algorithm does not like Flat Earth British. If you was to Google, don't Google Martinliedtke, please. But if you did, you don't find any of my videos. You find all the videos that have been made about me, okay? And all of the shitty videos and none of my actual work at all. And you just really hard to find me, guys, at the moment. It's just they're burying my good videos and it's just... But anyway, that's just ego-related, so fuck all that, right? So Pavlov's sheep, who is actually super duper smart, who was in Antarctica Treaty actually with the themselves. I make a prediction for next year. I think the King Charles, will go to Antarctica in the spring. Okay, let's watch, see if that happens. Sunset, good to see you. He sent all of the other plums over there. Sausage fingers is definitely on the fucking cards. He'd be eaten. He'd be eaten by penguins. Raven, how are you, lovely? Good to see you, Amanda. Lovely Australia. We love Amanda. So yeah, much love to you all, guys. I mean that as well. It's best to be loved in this realm, I'm finding, as I'm getting older in my life. You know, I've been through so many stages, but I've always essentially been just me and the love. I've always been that, and been really annoying to people because of it. They've never liked me because of it. They don't like me. They don't like my nature. They don't like being happy. Like somebody said earlier, oh, it's the season of goodwill. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like that all fucking year. It's like it's Christmas all the time for me. I don't even do that mentality. It's just wind myself up to something. Although we will reminisce of what it was like to be a kid in the 1970s, which I did love my Christmas. It was the only time I did when I was a kid, actually, with my mother and my sister. We used to have really nice little Christmases. We believed all that. We obviously didn't believe in Father Christmas. Father Christmas is fucking evil. He's going to cannibalize your children. One day, you're just going to go out on your grass, right? And the reindeer's going to be nomming, eating your child. Yeah, there'll be a little child shoe hanging off his antler. Yeah, this is what's going down. You don't want no part of Christmas. That's not a good thing. Big up to you, Arya. This could happen, guys. I don't care who you are, fatso. Get that reindeer off my roof. Okay. And we knew, me and my sister, because we were smart, that there's no fat bloke getting down that chimney. Plus, we got a gas fire. How's he going to get past it? So she couldn't con us into, oh, he's going to squeeze through the radiator or squeeze through the gap, because that would be silly, you know, in a mist. And then just like there's Santa Claus in the room. Me and my sister knew my mother was buying them. We would open them and see what we had and sticky tape them back down, spoiling the surprise. Then we would have to act we knew what we had Christmas morning. Do you think that's dishonest? Some of you actually did that. Don't worry about it. Pleased. Wicked news. Good to see you. Karen, good to see you. Detective Life, good to see you. Nus. One love, Ginger. Are you lovely? Free press. Good to see you, Jeffrey. So yes, blooming taters in Britain. That means it's fucking freezing. It's snow, it says on my computer outside, and it is properly freezing. Yeah, it's horrible. So yeah, they Novid, that wasn't a big die-off. They are having a Depop. They're in trouble, aren't they? They already said last year in a big UN meeting with Sausage Fingers when he said, oh, we really have to dress because we're all deep in the shit. They know they're deep in the shit. They know there's fucking changes. That's why they're scraping. And like, I think these people on telly you're seeing, you know, I don't think they're the real thing at all. I think the originals have skipped town. They would. Why wouldn't they? I'm going to stay in this shitsville. There's more going on, guys. Yeah. Ooh. There's a good film with Justin Timberlake called In Time, and he escapes from this like slavery world to another world that they were completely oblivious to, with a load of elites and big cities and beautiful shit going on outside, and they knew nothing about it, guys, like it is now. 500 years ago, apparently nobody knew the Americas was there before Columbus, apparently. So a whole world over there, because there is another world over there still. No, it's all been discovered. Andrea, good to see you. Right, we're going to get stuck into the images and stuff, because I got like literally, I do not exaggerate when I say I got a ton of stuff in this post. Okay, guys, there's a lot of mind-blowing stuff going down right here, right now. Okay, what will happen here today will have ripples throughout time. No, really. Okay, get ready, guys. Buckle up. It's nearly 500 of you, 600 out of you. But you please share this out. Beat this algorithm. Like it if you did like this video. Watch my last videos and all those good things. Okay, now we're going to start here. Let me get my keep writing everything down in endless amounts of writing down stuff because I'm on a roll. Okay, we're going to start here. Now buckle in, because this is going to be bumpy, but it's going to be a good ride. You're going to enjoy it, okay? Man's going to take you on a crazy roller coaster ride of truth and knowledge right here, right now, tonight. Flattearthbritish style. Later on, we're going to have a lot of fun. And it won't be really rude. Yeah, it might be. Okay, this is a version of Michelangelo's Noah's Flood that is on the Sistine Chapel ceiling. It's not the exact same picture, but it is the same narrative. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it's a necessity that whoever this God is going to wipe out the whole of humanity like he did before in the Great Dying, where he kills off 96% of the world's population, including all the animals. There's a little dog there. It's like, oh yeah, like, what did the dog do? Did the dog sin? So I'm thinking this is a really vengeful process, and I'm treating it as like basically as some sort of enemy. So my guess, my educated guess, is there's some sort of judgment day happening. Now, I would go down psychological terms. I would say there's a battle to control our consciousness. Maybe we've indirectly uploaded our consciousness into our iPhones and our phones, and AI has taken some sort of profile on our tastes, on our nuances, on all of it, and made a replica of us, and that sort of thing maybe going down, and maybe everybody's dead and something happened. Now, this battle for control of the consciousness is the two hemispheres, isn't it? It's the Joshua and the Lucifer. Funny how them two names sound the same vibrationally. Joshua, Lucifer, it's nearly almost the same. So let's just imagine that this is the two qualities that we have in people. So we have the Christ-like quality, don't we? And that's a given, isn't it? To treat everyone nice and be love. We all want that, don't we? So that's the Christ quality, the Krishna quality. And there's the Lucifer. And to me, Lucifer is just a test. It's entrapment, if you like, because you don't have to take it. The world has been reset and will be reset again. How do I know? I know because history always repeats itself, and all of the shitty weirdness that's going on, Novid, NASA, metaverse, division, agenda after agenda, the whole of humanity scratching his head, wondering what the hell is going on. The sun and the moon completely fucking off. Everything is off. The colors, the hues, the plants, everything has been weird. The murmurations of animals, which we'll look at a little bit later, there's been further ones. So did we get raptured somewhere along the line? Or is this a process of this place is rapture? And what is rapture? Is it just a portal, a beaming out place to another realm? Is this hell? Is this purgatory? It feels like it. You got to keep making the same mistakes over and fucking over again. Endless recycles, reincarnations until you get it right. And then you ascend into some sort of heavenly realm. Well, I'm not digging this heavenly realm, actually. It sounds a bit flouncy for my tastes, actually, guys. It sounds a bit gay for my taste. I'm thinking there's something else going on because they did wipe us all out. And then we're supposed to just put our hands up and say, yeah, okay, I trust you. That's some special kind of fucking Stockholm syndrome right there. So I think we're being prepared. I think we're being readied for something that will come, guys. And we are all feeling it. A great coming home where we break completely away from the matrix and the matrix completely collapses. Okay. And then it's the time for us and freedom and families and love. And none of this fucking weirdness that they created. Whatever happened here before Noah's flood, when this world turned into this shitville, okay, was a product. It's a product of the masters, isn't it? Always is. And then we've been robbed of half of our existence, which really is going to something the Flat Earth British peeps are going to reverse. And we're going to show them where you can stay young forever. Now, this image blew my mind for lots of reasons. I'll tell you why. This showed up on Facebook. Shipu, who's shared in some fantastic images on Facebook. Shipu, I was on the Jenny show with. Fantastic guy. And he shared this. And then I got to think, and I had a few flashbacks as I was looking at it. And I was thinking carousels. I was thinking bunko booths, bandstands. Because I never bought that these bandstands in the center of all of the towns were just there for just a brass band to pay tiddly on pom-pom. I just don't think it was that. They all have antiquity. They're all innate. They were something else. And, you know, we suggested some sort of energizing device, some sort of organ technology, but it very possibly were, right? But I seen this film a series years ago, Children of the Stones, that they were beamed up in that, it was by aliens, but to another place. And they were all meeting in circles, like standing stones, like Aylesbury in that case, in that program. And that reminded me of this as well. And it reminded me of them carousels, the carousels. And John Levy pondering about their significance. And what if it is just like the holodeck? And then it's beam me up, Scotty, and we're out of this fucking dumb game. Because I'm thinking it's a dumb game full of fucking stupid people, guys. I'm not digging it at all, are you? So I'll take a last look at that. We'll have a look. So I can't really exactly say what's going on. It says reconstruction, and they got some sort of flat Earth on top of their dig, and eagle wings open. But then, you know, we've got all of these heavenly hosts. So they're just people, and they're in the clouds, some sort of rapture. Could it have happened at night when we're asleep? My sleep's been off the radar. And beautiful Joe just now in chat, beautiful Joanne from Holland, she just said that hers are off the radar. Mine are, guys. And they say if you're cloned, you don't dream. That's what they say. Well, we don't know, do we? So we'll be to argue. So there was a movie, Carousel, and I was one of my favorite all-time films as a kid. It's a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical with Julie Rogers. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Beautiful film, guys. I really loved that film as a kid. I was obsessed because he went on this carousel and it span around, okay? And he went into another dimension. And in the end, he's an invisible spirit. So it's a bit like Randall and Hopkirk Deceased or Beetlejuice, where he's he can interact with her. He fell in love with her. She's pregnant and he's dead because he tried to raise money for the child and he got fucking killed. It led to tragedy. And anyway, Billy is then redeemed and goes to heaven. And what does he use to go to heaven? He uses the carousel. Now, what I want to draw your attention to with these is they're all in like British cities. We got one in Cardiff, big, old-fashioned. And I always thought they were a bit sinister. I thought, and they're a bit dumb as well, isn't they? Just sitting on a horse going round and round. And I remember I went on one in Weston-super-Mare when I was a child, and the mirrors were getting on my nerves and doing my head in. They were sending, like, I've seen people's faces and shit, and it was just really weird. I remember thinking how weird it was, the mirrors on the carousel. All carousels have mirrors. And what's more, they're a wheel within a wheel. Then I got to think about Ezekiel's wheels. We'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. They have all got these Phoenician-type mirrors. Now, there's a reason I'm talking about this to you guys. We've talked about mirrors a lot, okay? Who's in the mirror exactly? And what is really going on, this mirror realm? Are we in the mirror realm? They all got mirrors. You go around and round in a torus. Maybe they went really, really quick. And then there's mirrors. Mirrors in the Matrix. That's how when he first unplugs from the Matrix, he put his hands into a mirror, Neo, and the mirror encompasses him. They all have mirrors on them inside, and it's a wheel within a wheel. The reason I'm talking about that is because I made this discovery years ago, and when I seen that, first thing, smack bang wallop to my mind. There's clues to living to 150 years in this book. This is natural magic. It gives you 101 health things, beautiful preparations for food, everything from curing baldness to, it's just 1,001 things in this book. It's fabulous. But the one of the latest chapter deals with something that's really unusual. And I read it twice because it's in Old English. It's because I thought that I was missing what it said and I got it wrong. But I hadn't got it wrong. And it blew my mind. And it's this. So we're on the propounding burning glasses and the wonderful things to be seen by them. And what they mean is looking glasses, okay? They're on about looking glasses. And the categories are quite mind-blowing, okay? Diverse representations made by plain glasses. Now, glasses, I'm guessing from some of the stuff they talk about in here, could possibly be prisms, because they talk about like holographic images. Now, this book, if you are wondering when it's from, is really early. It's from 16th century by John Baptista Porter. 16 58. It's really early. And the Venetians are obviously famous for glass, but we're talking about mirrors here. And the entire book is all about magic. This one here, that the face of him that looks on the glass may seem to be divided in the middle. So I guess they talk about, like, you know, when you're in a fairground and they split mirrors. Okay, so there's a bit of that going on. And I thought to myself, okay, so they're splitting mirrors for what? For entertainment. And then a few of them later on, I was like, uh-oh, I think this is another technology altogether. How to make glass represent many images. So I'm guessing that's some type of prison to make many images. We're talking about 500 years ago, guys. You know, these are like holographics. Yeah, I know. How by plain looking glass, the head may appear to be downwards and heels upwards. So again, that's the inversion of an image using multiple mirrors. But it goes on to talk about these. It shows you the invention of them. And actually, some of them are wheels within wheels. And I imagined that carousel, break that word down, car-o-soul. It's carousel, it's carousel. You know, it carries soul. Break the word down. It says carry soul, guys. Carousel is carry soul. They go into the carousel, they spin around. The mirrors are there and they're part of it, this reflection thing. And this is a study about this weird glass art. And I knew there was more going on. Some of these mercury mirrors, guys, think about what I'm saying. How to make the glass that shall shroom nothing but what you will. So I'll repeat that. How to make a glass that shall shroom nothing but what you will. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? They're talking about a mirror that gives you what you will, guys. Yeah, I know. How glass may be made in plain glass, whereas you may be free from an image flying in the air. So you get an image of you flying in the air. Right. Okay. And these are theatrical glasses. To make ancient looking glass look like plain glass, ancient looking glass, there's something going on with that. You think about the backs. I always think about one of the biggest mining things in old Tartaria was silver. Silver oxide, and I'm thinking they backed mirrors with silver. There's definitely more going on with these silver backing mirrors, and I think of the Victorians and their mirrors, just obsessed with mirrors and all of the alchemical images, all of the Phoenicians. What are they holding? So yeah, they give you some plans for these mirror things, which are like wheels within wheels in this case, again. And they're angled. I've been in a lift, which gives you an image into infinity. So I can dig that this would be like weird for a fairground thing. But I'm thinking there's something else going on completely with it, guys. I really am, especially with, you know, the pieces that we're putting together. So yeah, there's in this book, there's chapters on artificial fire. That is quite an interesting one as well. To kindle fire with a concave glass, so that's to make fire, we're using a mirror, so we know about that one. To make an image seem to bang in the air by a concave mirror, one can only wonder. That the image of a concave glass should go out far from the center. So again, it's just like holography in a lot of cases. So they're messing around with concave glasses. One of these down here is really sinister as well. To read letters in the dark night, so secret letters as well. Any hour of the day, the concave glass and the house, all front of fire. I don't know what that means. It's pretty hard to, they turn the F is an S, so you have to change that around in your Brian all the time. You don't ever try and get it to audio play, because it has no idea how to read Old English. I can tell you that much. It comes out like garbled fucking nonsense. So yeah, this book's linked up below in the descriptions box. Look, See all things greater and clearer. Okay, that could be a looking glass. Excuse me, telescope, but it's not that sort of thing. It's a looking glass. That's all should pure right. Oh, where's that one? Oh, yeah. How a chamber you may be haunting battles of enemies and their diffusions. So what? To witness some sort of battle using mirrors. Sounds a bit like television or something. Anyway, yeah, it's quite a mind blow. This whole book is actually. That by night the image may be seen to bang in a chamber. Just what? Using mirrors. It's just nuts. It's just absolutely crazy stuff. I imagine that they're doing all sorts with strange mercury and silver back mirrors. It's an entire category on this. So I think there's something going on with them carousels, and I think the bunko booths, and I think that maybe this way out is a real thing. Let's have a think about this is associated, and I'm just segueing into one subject to another. We're still on the same information. Camille Flammarion. So he's as you know, he's an 1800 visionist. Okay, he's a painter. He's done a famous flat Earth picture, as we know, but he's an astronomer, and he has unbelievable insight. And he also, I think, is a flat earther, and he also tries to work out what this place is. So apparently he mapped Mars. So that's some sort of tanker. Excuse me. And he's interested in atmospherical phenomena and the old world, like the airships that were happening. Somebody just said this is the American footballer actually just taking a piss because they were all air balloons back then. So this is the image we're looking for. So this is the famous Flammarion image, and it shows you a plane. It's all in a Renaissance period, low sun, moon's just by there, all the stars within the firmament, and it gets darker and darker. And then outside, he takes a glimpse. And what does he see? He sees Ezekiel's wheels. He sees wheels within wheels, some sort of mechanism. Is that the sound they all hear? The buzzing? Is that the sound that everyone hears, that loud, like metallic scraping sound? Is it literally on a runner, the whole dome? And that's the big, the whole thing is just an artificial chamber on a runner, like they show in the film Chariots of Gods. Have you ever seen that with The Rock? So he envisioned Ezekiel's wheels outside, and Ezekiel gives some strange things to what he was witnessing in his visions in the Bible. And he witnessed, and this is all in the end times, guys, and if this is the end times, then that would mean, according to their narrative, that is the rise of Christ and also the Antichrist. Well, that's the two sides, in my interpretation of all of this, two sides of the hemisphere, the battle of the evil fucking psyche that fucks with us, and our true Christ-like nature, our beautiful, loving side that is eternally fucked with because of them. And when the living creature went, the wheels went beside him. And when the living creatures rose from the earth, the wheels rose. Okay. And these things descended, apparently, when... So what does he mean by a wheel? So the wheel-like image in the book of Ezekiel, in the cosmograph, okay, represents the universe, they say, the path traveled by the world. No, that just sounds like a load of wank, actually. So yeah, he's witnessed these otherworldly things, and I really do think that he was taken by the Phoenicians. I really do. He came back with some crazy prophecies, definitely concerning the end times. And these things, I'm just trying to imagine that, the Holy Bible or the Old Testament's supposed to be in the Bronze Age, guys. So I can't imagine what kind of technologies they're thinking about in the Bronze Age, and this fiery, dragony or lion beast that he so witnessed, and these spinning around balls. So this is a later interpretation. So there's Jacob's ladder as well, the ascension to what they call heaven. But heaven might be just a bay outside of here, outside of the Tartarian Ocean, and where just at the bottom of a small bit of it, small bit underwater, which I really do think. And there's another interpretation: is it was alien beings or the mothership comes, but I'm not excluding what they call aliens, but I'm not saying they're from outer space at all. Interdimensional, or they're from up there somewhere. But they work on spiritual levels. It's like spiritual abduction. So it's just spooky stuff. Don't want to talk about it. And Ezekiel's wheels within wheels, clues in probably Christianity as well, of the significance of the wheel within a wheel. Okay, Ezekiel's wheel there being represented more modernly. And that one's a thumbnail for this, these strange angelic ones. You see this gaudy guy on a holographic or a floating, he looks a bit of a hologram, floating god dude. And he's got some flat plane that he's bringing with him, which could be the firmament, because that could be flat. And this rainbow dome above him. So they look like gyroscopes. I can imagine they look exactly like a gyroscope, don't they? Like they could spin. But there's a sigil at the wheel of Ezekiel is indeed a magical electronic charge, like Solomon's sigils, which gives you a whole new angle, really, on what these things really are. Electrical. They are devices, because there's a sigil that exists for the wheel. And then you got, I've already basically deciphered this building in my first book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 in the middle, 10 toroidals for a 10 torus system is what I talked about in my first book. And I use this wheel as an example. But again, a wheel within a wheel. And this building's crazy anyway. I don't know what's going on with it. And there's some older depictions where you see that, again, it's like a guy with an eagle, with a bull, and with I guess a lion. And Ezekiel's had some sort of experience with these cats. And it's the same wheels as I'm guessing his inspiration was the Holy Bible, but it's crazy how they envisioning something like that, or the Bronze Age, when they haven't really come on. And remember this was one of my favorite programs as a kid, guys. This is Joe 90, and he's in a wheel within a wheel, and it spins around at an incredible pace. Do you know where he goes? He fucking time travels, guys. Joe 90's a time traveler, guys. Go anywhere in time and space. And he uses what looks like an Ezekiel wheel. And it's not only this program either. He uses this image of spinning wheels within wheels. So again, the sort of suggestion that there's something technical going on, and Ezekiel could go in here, it spins around. I tell you another one, Contact by Carl Sagan. You ever seen that film? They literally drop a ship into 2 spinning wheels within wheels, and it disappears. Only it happens in an instant. She comes back, Jodie Foster, and says, "Oh no, fucking, I was in another universe, but it wasn't a universe. It was holographic, because you could touch it. You touch the sky. It wasn't real. We're not real. This is not real." She tried to tell him, and they said, "No, you were only gone for a second. You didn't go nowhere," because that's how it would work, I think. Imagine, right, if you could find a wormhole or a doorway or a portal to 1900. And you go back there, and you could spend a week there. And when you step back through, say you had a magic piece of chalk to make a door, and then you come back to this time, not that you'd want to, okay, and only 10 minutes had erased. You could literally live thousands of years if you could do that. So what you're looking here is some Euclidean geometry, geometrical figures, and some platonics, natural platonics, etc. And from 1568, I don't know what they're doing in this period. But again, with this machinery, I've always wondered what it is when I've looked at this book. And when I seen Ezekiel's wheels, I remembered that there was ones that look like Ezekiel's wheels in this 500-year-old book. And I had no explanation for what they are. I can see that they're cogs, but highly technological for 5-year-olds and a 500-year-old. I could not get my head around what exactly was going on. So again, like wheels within wheels, like the wheels of your mind. So it's all in Latin, unfortunately, so I can't get the crust of what the books are about. But got some crazy sort of things in this. I always wonder. I thought these were drill bits, but they're using like just incredible mathematics and geometry. But it's such an early time. 500 years ago, you think of them as chucking buckets of pee out of the window, don't you, and stuff, which they probably did. So what are they? What are they for? Are these like highly advanced diamond drill bits 500 years ago? Because I don't even know what they're for. I'm still guessing. I'm guessing some sort of energy device. Looks a bit like it's stacked, like a pyramid, stacking technology, if you know what I mean. They get a bit weirder as well. Look at this. So, yeah, they're really, really smart 500 years ago. Look at that then. That looks like the Hellraiser cube that's just opened. Here's Pinhead coming to eat your soul. I would fuck Pinhead up. Look at this. I don't even know what that is. Excuse me. Cenobites. Don't watch a film. Clive Barker fucks with your head. Look at this. So 500 years ago, there's crazy stuff going on. Look at that. What are they for? I wish I knew. I think they're free energy devices, what I think. Something spinning inside. They can use shapes to create a charge as well. So maybe they're doing a bit of that. Because look at that inside of there. That looks like that thing on the film, The Cube, that opens up and manifests. And it's like all blades coming out really, really quick in the film, The Cube. And then it disappears again. Just looks just like that. This could be like some advanced weaponry or something. Cube within a cube. Tesseract. And that's all they go on about in these superhero things is the Tesseract. It's so important to them, the fourth dimension, for some reason. Anyway, we're moving on. So, that was enjoyable. So we're going to look at some pictures. We're going to get right stuck in. And these are a collection of photographs just because of curio and other stuff. Okay. And we're moving on. We're moving on now. Phew. That's a mean. Anyway, this is in the Caucasus, and I found this photograph. I thought it was interesting. It said Underground City of Ublis. I've never heard of it. Does it give any clues? Not really. It's a bit questionable of what's going on. It's like, is this the two eyes of a giant skull? Is the first thing I thought. And this woman, she's like, what's that? Is she getting energy off the stone? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like she's getting an energy off the stone. Like Hail the Stone thing going on. You see that? Because she's not looking at him. So they were big on antiquity in the past. They were trying to piece together what would happen after the floods. In the Victorian era, exactly the same. And it wasn't too long after that period. This photo is linked up below in the description box. This is an interesting one. Rouen Cathedral. That's one thing I've done a lot of this year. Is look at a lot of Gothic cathedrals. I mean, a lot. I mean, Lincoln and York Minster and Bath Abbey and just a lot of important British doorways. Now, let's have a look at this Porto. Oh, let's see what we're going to do a bit of decoding here. First thing, it's a massive door. It's a massive door. And I always imagine, like, what I think is they do all of this stuff because of psychedelics. You can imagine this shit moving around. So first thing we get is giant bosses. Okay. And there they are. And the people down here is, can we have some stuff, please? And they're like, shall we give them something? He's like, no, fuck them. Okay. Sorry, no. Come back later. And you are. My bread rose a bit too much in the oven. Watch, that's hot. Ow. And excuse me, did you pay to get in here? This is a members only club. I think he's going to behead Jesus. That's a bit off. You got the green man above him. So that's Bacchus. He looks a bit oriental. They brought in a ninja to kill Jesus, guys. They brought in a ninja to kill the Messiah on this door. And they always got these buildings as well. This stuff's trippy, isn't it? It's moons, lines. Maybe it means a code or something. Because they wouldn't do it just for nothing, guys. It was all of this is a code. I'm telling you, it is. And it means something. Half moons. The air goes through it or some vibration. Shh, he's going. And then he farted. That was a stale moment. What's happening there? Oh, we got an acrobat or somebody. Yeah, an acrobat. He's looking at him going off. So yeah, just one doorway and all that going on, guys. On a church. You should see Hereford Cathedral. It's all like tits and bums and stuff. It's terrible. Anyway, let's moving on. Oh, I'm glad my fire just come on. I'm bastard freezing. Feet are like ice. So this is another photograph. It says Algeria. Well, between 1846 and 1899. So it's an early photograph. But what the flipping hell is this? So who would build a city teetering on the edge of the chasm from death? Goes right down there. It's gnarly, isn't it? Let's have a look at these walls here. So we've got some ancient wallage going on. So I'm guessing that probably was a fort. Some bastions and some tower that's no longer going on. Some rather large buildings. So I'm guessing if you've got kids, don't let them play near the edge because have a look. But it all looks like lines in it. Like it's all cracked and burnt. Cracked and burnt building edge. It really does. But yeah, an unusual little photograph that, I think. Something going on with it. I can stare at one photograph for an hour. I can, guys. And I ask the picture, I say my mind, tell me something. That's what I say. And that's how you don't miss something. Sometimes things are right in plain sight, guys, and you just can't see them. It's really weird. Anyway, we're moving on. Right, we're going to have a little bit of a giggle, and then we're going to get back into some Tataria. Okay, Tataria. Okay. Fuck the anti-Tatarian squad. Martinliedtke's not feeling them at all. Okay, I'm going to make them look bigger cunts than they already are. Anyway, I'm going to look at some... This is historical, anyway. Awkward album covers from the 1970s. So I hope you got your 1970s clothes on. I got corduroy on and a pair of bell bottoms. I haven't got bell bottoms. Now, explaining sex to your little girl, a common sense guide to growing up. No. Don't tell your children about sex at all. Okay, till they leave home. Break it to them then. I remember a little personal story. I remember my mother said to my father once, because my father was a ship's captain when he came home from sea, can you go and tell Martin about the birds and the bees? And I overheard her as well. I was like, here we go. Shit. And I heard my old man coming upstairs. He opened the door and he basically chucked a Swedish erotica porn mag at me and said, like, fucking didn't say anything actually. He's like, welcome to sex. I was fucking scared. I was like, oh my God, that's not the shit that's going down, is it? Oh, for fuck's sake, what am I going to do? It was just like really, it was Swedish. It was really, really bad, like you can imagine. And he gave me that, the old man. It's not very nice, is it, guys? Once I meant it like I did. And God gave me a fix. Good. And from junk to Jesus. So basically gave up heroin and started injecting Jesus. Okay, what's it like? Okay. Oh, I requested the Snerds. Okay, she's quite good looking. She looks a bit like Deirdre Barlow, Coronation Street back in the day. Oh, I'm Matt. But you know, who are we to question? And they're probably very much in love. Okay, and who doesn't want to be? Yeah, Eddie Mac, he fucking smashed it. Look at that old fat bastard. And he's got that on his piano. Obviously, he's paid for her. We're not stupid. I know. If that was me on the piano, I'd have had her facing around the other way. Sorry, a bum note. Rudy Ray Moore. This ain't no white Christmas. I think that should say Randy Ray Moore. I like mine 5 at a time under the Christmas tree. And can't fault you. Can't fault you, Randy Ray. Good thing. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Music to massage your mate to, right? Have a look at his face. Mind you, have a look at her face. But his face, yeah, that's not good, guys. That's not good. Some unfavorable sexual antics are going to go on shortly. He's got it in his eyes. You can just see that, can't you? And he's got like really weird hot pants on. Yeah, action pants. So, yeah, that's sinister. That is definitely awkward. I feel awkwarded out. What about Jason Hoover? Jason, with his beautiful jumper, you were looking at Matt Apple, weren't you? No, I was working out whether that fucking lady behind you was a human or not. No, she's plastic, but she's still my girlfriend. Okay, whatever knocks you out, Jay. Fuck me. Whew, sorry I asked. Jeez. This is Boney M in their sadomasochistic era. Fuck me, these guys sold out totally to the man, didn't they? Yeah. Rah Rasputin, rah fucking ass Putin. I'm not going to say that. Anyway, look, love for sale. Didn't they just like 100 years or 150 years ago have some really bad problem with slavery or some such business? And then they go and do that. That's not good. And it's sadomasochistic theme as well. But like they gave them $1 squillion. And like they got really famous, and for fucking Germans, that's like fantastic. They're the biggest German act next to Rammstein ever. Adolf Hitler would have loved them. He died, unfortunately. Yeah, his chest hair grew so much that he got asphyxiated by it. This is what happens when you sell your soul to the devil. Unfortunately, Lenny's dead. I love Lenny, okay? But he did sell his soul to Satan, unfortunately. What did he have? He had lots and lots and lots of women. Do you feel sorry for him? Yeah, I don't. It's a twat. But I love him. You're a real rock and roller, Lemmy. A fiver. Oh, ugly knuckle butt. Bobby Jimmy and the Critters. Okay, now he must be gay. He's dressed like a tennis player, so that's a 99% chance that he is. Yeah. And like he's got women all over him, and he's like, get off me, lady. Yeah. That's something got going on really bad with that, guys. No, this is really bad. I'm sorry I showed you this. This is your nightmare tonight. Bruce, baby man Bron, okay? Born to be raised. And he literally shits himself, guys. Man-sized poos. And he gets his wife to change them. Steady on. I know, that's quite disgusting. I know. Oh, my favorite program, Hagnam. Did you ever see this? Yeah, it was a psychopathic detective in Hawaii, Texas land. It was confusing. It was a hybrid. Poor Jenny. She got a shiner again. Don't worry. 1970s revival. There'll be loads of ladies going down the shops with a terrible look on their face, with a pair of sunglasses, hiding their black eye where their husband raped and beat the shit out of them last night. Okay? And then he goes down the shops because he sent it down the shops with a black eye. This happened all the time when I was a kid. Literally. Yeah? I'd be like, Ma'am, why's Betty got a black eye? Shut the fuck up, Matt, is what my mother would say. Shut the fuck up. Yeah? Because I would talk loud and I would always drop everyone in it because I'm really good at that. Okay? So this is the culture of the 1970s, okay? Happy days. Dick. Agreed. Mr. Poopsie. Whoopsie poopsie. Just ring that bell. Whoopsie poopsie. I'm guessing this is Eastern European. I'm just getting that vibe. Oh, look at Maja. I'm going to have a quick wank. No, innit? Oh, I mentioned these giants in Trinidad on my last post. Aren't they fantastic? Hope you don't fat because they'll just get knocked right the fuck out. All of them. And that'd be their own fault for being so pervy. That's wrong. That is wrong. If you did that today, you'd probably go to jail. Actually, it wouldn't happen. Look at the fucking dry skin on the back of her heels. That's fucking disgusting. She got leg rot. Oh, she got the fucking mange, guys. The giant got the mange. Greece is the word, it's the word, it's the word, it's the meaning. Hola. And Greece is the way we are feeling. This is Olivia Adropolopoulos and John Travoltalopoulos. The Greek, real Greece. Okay, these were the original Greece. Or whatever they talk like in Greece, I don't know. I do, actually. Ooh, this is a good German album. Come, pussy, pussy, gigolo. Ain't nobody. So they look friendly lot, don't they? The Golden Girls, not like that television program from the 1980s. That was hideous. Oh, look, little people and a big person. It's a giant, or are they little? Well, the clue is short people. They're little. They are really little people. And you can have them dancing on your hands. I'd like that. I'd like to invite a handful of dancing people over for the night. We could all get stoned and they could dance. As long as they went home. Keep it gay. Conversational music. High fidelity. You heard that advice, guys? Don't follow it. I think it meant something else in the old days. I don't actually know. Well, work till Jesus comes. Okay. What are you going to work at? Okay. And then they're going to party like it's 1999. Yeah, man. Jesus would love a party. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as there's no orgying. Look at this psycho-fucking path. Whoa. Okay. Music to knit to. What is it? Megadeth. Take a look at her. Take a look at her. Butter wouldn't melt in the mouth. She fucking stabbed a puppy, guys. Look at her. Look. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe it's just me, though. I don't know. I'm under this. I'm not even going to say that I think all women are psychopaths, because obviously you're not all, are you? Some of you are all right. Sorry, I never knew you. We're not. Don't ever knock my door. I am scared. Don't send that one. Or don't send any of them. Wow. Now this is scary. Finger snap party with June Christie. What's this? Is this like a mafia get together? Is it? For aren't you that actress woman? No, you're that pop star, aren't you? Is it Taylor Swift? I don't know. Says June Christie. Anyway, finger snap party. So dig, go to a party, they snap your fucking fingers. Again. Yeah. Martin, you talk too much. We cut off your finger. I get it every fucking time I go to a party. She's big lass. She's a Barney lass. Well, like I said, guys, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I definitely think that's a thing. Okay, as I do love. Okay? They're like, oh, if you laugh, right, does that mean there's something wrong with you? Because I laughed for ages when I saw this. Right, so what we got, okay, Gary D. Bradfield, he's a thalidomide singer. First, I thought he was a thalidomide conductor, which would have been a lot more funny. So, oh, God, love him. Oh, with his little hands, look at his Terry Wogan microphone. They had to design specially for him. I'm sorry. I'm not being cruel. No, look, he finds it fun. He finds it hilarious. That's what he did to him. Mr. Banjo. Oh, we love Mr. Banjo. Ooh, the chuffs. Now, if you're from America, okay, which you probably are, okay, in the north of England, a chuff is something really, really different. You can only guess, can't you? The chuffs. Okay, so the muffs. Oh, come to my party, Mrs. Mills. Oh, I'll come, Mrs. Mills. Oh, you look really nice. What are we doing? Oh, we're writing out Christmas cards and we're licking stamps. Sounds like a fantastic idea. Count me in. The stamps will be listed with LSD. Perfect. Thanks, Mrs. Mills. Highway to Hell. Peter Black. Wing sings AC/DC. A whole lot of woozy. A whole lot of what, man? A whole lot of woozy. Trouble in Paradise. Not any longer. Here she is. Angel Rambo. Come to save you. That was weird. I'm coming back. I know what you're thinking. What's wrong with him? I know what you're thinking. It matters not at this time. It's too late. It's too late. It doesn't matter. We've gone beyond that point. Way, way, way beyond that point. Where we care no more. 650 if you're watching. Super fantastic. Double flat thumbs to infinity fries. LSD stamps is the best way to ship them, Deanne. Stick them on the back of the stamp, send them over. Just saying, okay? So, some old British Operation Julie Tic Tacs there for you, in case you never knew. So, I've been having a fantastic time. So, yeah, concerning, do you know what? I just had a brilliant thought. And do you know what happened? Fucked off on me. I fucking hate that. Oh, reform thought. Okay, later on, we're going to have a bit of a quiz. You will be joining in. You're going to love it. Okay, it won't be rude. Much. Okay, so we're going to have, when I come, we're going to have a 1970s bit of a session. So I'm going to get 1970s. I wouldn't ordinarily wear these because I find them, well, they're actually really, really good. Okay. I'm feeling quite funky now, funkadelic, in fact. Oh, that is fucking perfect. Martin, you fucking smashed it again. You're crushing on the info and the fucking hippiness. Right, okay. So now, 70s. And all sorts of stuff. Check this video out first, right, guys? What? Have you seen funkadelic? What's gone wrong with that? I can't see properly. It is quite nice through there, actually. this video, which I just found last night, it blew your fucking head off. It is just like mental on so many levels. It's fucking freezing in here. I gotta wear all of that. Eating's gone. So buckle in again, guys. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay. I know we're going in quick concession, but we're an hour in and I've got like the infinite universe to show to you. Okay. If that was actually a thing. So please make sure to share this out if you would. Be so kind. And if I have developed that thought again, which I was just going to share with you, which was really, really important, it's there somewhere. It'll come back. Okay. Om yangi yangi yangi. That's me meditating. Okay. So that's a bit of a Tataria for later. Now, what we got here is 1899, Vietnam, feeding kids. So what we got is a couple of twats. And what they're doing is something really terrible. So, behold. Okay. Might be nice, that, is it? Maybe we should make them crawl on the floor and chuck them fucking bits of bread. So that's their entertainment. What are you doing, Lucy? Oh, I'm going to go out and feed them. Children. There's so many of them. Oh, you are a wonderful person, Betty. Yes, I know. I've got a heart of gold, haven't I? Hideous, isn't it? That kid then had a load and he just shot off. He was only little. Go and get some more. Go and get some more, little kid. Fucking bitches. Sorry, I swore. It's just like, come on, guys. Kills lions and fucking does this to like poor little kids in Vietnam. Sick, innit? This is the world we live in, I'm afraid. I know, guys. I know. So, somebody mentioned metal earlier, and I was talking about that too. And just for some extra information, I don't eat cornflakes myself because he invented them so you stop having a stiffy. I'm a big fan. So I don't eat cornflakes because basically it's just like makes really disappear and stuff. So in cornflakes, they fortify it with a fuck ton of metal. And it's completely magnetic. You can magnetize your cornflake around the place. Okay, let's liquidize some cornflakes and make some magnets. Now, you're left with big chunks of metal, which are iron filings, basically, which is really fucking disgusting. But they don't hide the fact that they fortify it with iron. They tell you on the bloody box, but to that extent, and we're taking that in. I wouldn't touch a cornflake because, like, Kellogg was a proper pedo, and he invented it because he thought that, you know, having an erection or doing anything like was really, really evil, which might be. But he's a twat, and I don't like him anyway. Fuck cornflake. Fuck off, cornflake. Fuck off. Right then, serial killer. So what you're going to witness now, okay, is a duel. The last ever to be captured on camera. I was wondering whether it was set up, but the guy looked proper fucking dead. And the other one looked proper stressed, like, you know, like his legs went weak. Like you maybe would happen if you shot somebody dead. Okay. So it's the last duel. It's in Spanish-speaking countries in the 20s. I'm not sure if it's actually Spain or some South American country. A duel. A duel at dawn. Handbags at dawn. Okay. So there you are. It's a bit stupid. They're a bit close. So a lot of rules to go with it. Boom. He didn't even look. Poor twat. Poor twat. You took one in the chest, Joe. You took one in the chest. Okay. Go on, fuck off. Get him away. Look, he's a bit wobbly. That's what you'd expect, isn't it? If you just shot somebody, his legs go weak. So that's a bit realistic. So maybe it's not set up. So what's he doing now, right? He's having a look in where the hole is. He's plugging it up. And he breaks open some smelling salts, I think. Something in his pocket. Might be drugs. Morphine, something. I don't know. And he stuck it up his nose. So yeah, my advice is don't do that fucking dueling, like it's really stupid. It can only end one way anyway, can't it? So anyway, we're taking you for a trip to the 1970s. Although this is the 80s, it just slipped in there. But this is the best moment in television, in British television history. I'm sure you'll all agree. I love Rick Mail. He died for the truth. Not so much the hippie. He can fuck off. Vivian, yeah, Rick, you're such a bastard, Rick. My favorite episode is probably Oil. Yeah, maybe. Neil, orange peel. And Mike, although he was crap, He was an essential part of the dynamic for such a tainted household. Me and Vivian got got something in common. Do you know what it is? We both kicked a nuclear bomb. No, I did. There was an ICBM in the Space Museum and I booted it. It did go off, obviously. So, did you, in the 1970s, have a pet rock? Yeah, one genuine pedigree rock. Did you have one? Do you remember having a rock? See, this could be one of our memory implant faults with the simulation, is we forgot all about our pet rocks. Maybe somewhere out there, guys, is a long lost pet rock of yours. Maybe you should go and look. Maybe it's crying. Thought about that? Genuine pedigree. Just saying. Now, I'm not the type to brag. Well, I'm not, am I, guys? Yeah. But I can tell you, I got very, very good at Simon. I mean, I go like maybe 20 permeations in before I fucked up. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. But I had a lot of practice. But you know what I found with Simon? Yeah. It made you proper mental. I used to have seizures after it and smash my bedroom up. Yeah. It was the Simon that did that. Angst of teenage youth and a mix of drugs and women. Now, I never had a chopper. I never actually dug them. This is the bike of the 1970s. Actually, I've still got a dial phone. Okay. And these are the hideous clothes they used to make us wear. Like Christmas jumpers are unfortunately still a thing, aren't they? Okay. I actually wouldn't have looked like that. I wouldn't have had the Pam Ayres cut. My mother wouldn't have been that cruel to me. But I would have had to wear not hideous clothes like them. You could pair loafers on. I did have loafers. Somebody slashed my loafer with a razor blade and I cried. And do you know what he started singing? Crying over my loafer, which really upset me all the more. David Bartlett, but he was Satan. He was Satan. He fractured my jaw and left me with a click for the rest of my life. Motherfucker. But no offense, I like David. He's all right. I love Evel Knievel. I love Evel Knievel. I had an Evel Knievel. I wanted to be Evel Knievel. And I worked out early on that he never spelt his name Evil. And he was always going, he was really nice to people, old ladies, kids and stuff. And, you know, he's the real American hero. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry now because of Evel Knievel, how much of an American hero he is. You want to fuck all them off in America land and bring Evel Knievel back. I'm telling you, he was fucking fantastic. Yeah, I'm having a proud non-American moment here, guys, at the moment. That is a thing. Okay, the magic roundabout. This is what started me on my declining path of drug taking, was the magic roundabout. Dylan did it to me, the hippie dog in the middle. He kept talking to me through the telly. See, Jemima, she was a bit of a tart and she was on a kids program. It was wrong. Play School was the same. I thought this is like a bit sexual. And I was young and I knew, you know, I thought this is a bit dirty. Zebedee was the best. He so reminds me of me. You can jump in and out of reality. Boing. I do that. Boing. Anyway, one of my favorite programs ever. Ermintrude's not on there, the cow, but we love her all the same. Love you, Ermintrude. Okay. Oh, Play School. I just mentioned this trippy weirdness. I was freaked out a bit by Play School. It wasn't just Brian Cant, who sounds like a bit of a cunt. And it wasn't just all of the weirds flouncing around by, not Rod, Jane and Freddie, but I think there was something definitely going on with Rod, Jane and Freddie off Rainbow, don't you guys? Yeah. I was scared about this Humpty Dumpty thing. I literally used to have scared. I had a fear. I think it's a rational fear as well. The way they huddled them all together in like awkward positions and stuff. I thought there was something going on with these toys after hours. No, I never liked the test card. We had a test card because you didn't really have television as such. It's like, check on BBC Two, Matt, see if there's a film on, 2:00 in the afternoon, on a Sunday or something. And there'd be that bastard because nothing will come on because you only got 2 channels until later. And this girl has a weird, looks a lot like my sister did when she was young. So I couldn't actually look at that image at all. And I thought it was really scary. It's like, she's looking at me. She's fucking weird and spooky. And that clown's like, they know something. It's like, what do you know about me? The two of them are like, so they got me really fucked off. Now, Bagpuss, I love with all my heart. Okay. Professor Yaffle, the carved wooden bookend. Yeah. The mice on the mouse organ. We will fix it. We will fix it. We will fuck it up. We will mess it up. They didn't actually say that. And then there was, he'd wake up after. He's another time traveler, his cat. Yeah. And Emily loved him. I love Bagpuss. I want to give him a clutch. Jackie, they were litters around my sister's floor and stuff because I had like a sister, Jackie, and all fucking Barbie stuff as well. So yeah, I never liked a chopper. I didn't like the way you sat on them. Never ever wanted one either, really. Everyone thought they were Hell's Angels on them. That's what was going on because they had the handlebars, didn't they? Like fucking Easy Rider. I'm Easy Rider on my chopper, yo. Yeah. I'm Peter Fonda, yo, is what was going on with that. But they were really uncomfortable and they weren't safe. And you wheelie them, they were over. Tab, can you remember this? It was fucking disgusting. You had that with vodka. It's not the vodka you're puking from the next day. It was the sugar-free fucking tab. I'm going to show you with that. Disgusting. But a nice fond memory. I can taste it now. Can you taste that nasty, sharp battery acid taste? Yeah, me too. Oh, the speak and spell. This is the cutting edge of technology in the 1970s. Yeah. This was it. You had this in your room. Yeah, you were like fucking Zuberger. Yeah, I mean, you were like Elon Musk, or whatever his fucking name is. Okay, this is super fantastic. You could spell, and it would talk to you. Oh yeah, multiple languages. No, I'm not sure if that did that. So I got a shout on Swap Shop. Yeah, man, fucking Noel Edmonds, man. This is one of my claim to fames in life. I've done a lot of shit, yeah. But Noel Edmonds actually spoke at our swap. Me and my sister was doing a swap on Swap Shop. But I can't remember if we actually did the swap, if my mother took it to the post office, or if I remember I was thinking, thank fuck, I wanted that. And I was like persuaded into swapping it, but I wanted it really. And there was nothing on there on Swap Shop I actually fancied that week. You know. Anyway, fond memories. Remember these little weird bastards? Yeah, the bean men. Yeah, the gonks. They littered the place, didn't they? Ever stepped on one? You know you fucking have. You've stepped on one of them, had and stuck in your foot, didn't you? What'd you leave that bleeding beanie man for? Oh, he's my favourite beanie man. Can I have him back? Oh, this was shit. This is shit. The wonderful waterfalls is shit. You can't get them hoops on these. Guys, I can't tell you how many fucking brain damaged hours I have spent trying to get them hoops. These, I'm pointing at my fucking screen that you can't see that. These on there. Yeah. That's why I'm like I am. Now, stretch arm. Now, these are still around in a space hoppers, but only used in porn these days, I reckon. And them little telephones, all the little sproggages had them in the 70s. Now, I had a Stretch Armstrong, yeah, and I bit my Stretch Armstrong, yeah, bit into it. And you had this like, I don't know, like silicone, like titty stuff, which tasted weird. I'm sure I got high on it. But yeah, I fucking bit open my Stretch Armstrong and I did break his arm off or something, but I broke all my toys. They had an advert one Christmas. They said a Tonka toy that was unbreakable. I said, can you get me that, man? Thinking, I'll fucking show them. And I did. I broke it. Can you remember this? This was one of my best Christmases ever. It was, guys. I fucking loved it. You just hit him and his head went off. I got so excited, but I got to be honest, you got really bored with it quick. It was called Rock'em. Oh, yeah. Rock'em Sock'em. Can you remember that, guys? Did you have that? I did. I had a Rock'em Sock'em. Oh, I'm back there. Everyone had a family treehouse. They were shit. I broke loads. Do you know how many of them I broke? Fucking I've chucked about 100 of them in skips over the years. Right. Now, I did have this. My Evel Knievel was one of my prized ever possessions in the history of Martin. Okay. But it was shit, guys. No, it wouldn't do any jumps. I used to set up maybe over elaborate jumps for Evel Knievel, but he's supposed to be able to jump the Grand Canyon, yo, in 25 buses. So I think you could have managed it. But no. My long 50-foot run up in my street to that long jump of all my tanks. Couldn't quite manage. Buckaroo was shit, wasn't it? Nah, it was good, actually. Yeah. Get all of them weights on, eventually buckaroos it off. The novelty. That was fun. Unless you've got like a pacemaker. It could be bad for your heart. Baby alive. That's what you want. A doll that shits itself. I think this was the first talking shitting baby. Okay, they got loads of them now. Lady Gaga. Yeah, it's shit. And literally, you had this like pasty stuff. You had to wipe it off its ass, and then so that's what they're training them young for motherhood. Like there's nothing else going on in reality. Don't go and sail the world. Have a baby. I know. Don't be jealous now when I say this. Okay, I had a Millennium Falcon. The inside was out of this world, guys. It was again one of my best ever toys, my Millennium Falcon. That wasn't a Christmas present. I did a deal for it. I did a bit of swap. I think I swapped too much for my Millennium Falcon, but I wanted it bad. I think I gave him a Motorhead leather bound. No, Status Quo my Status Quo albums he took off me for the Millennium Falcon. I was getting on a bit then. Etch-a-Sketch was fantastic. You could draw rude pictures and then get them off quick. If you were like that. Now, this was the best thing ever. Sorry. Scrap the two previous best toys that I ever had. Okay. They're gone. They're not real anymore. This was the best toy I ever had. It was my Steve Austin, my bionic man. He can lift a car engine. He can lift a car engine and he has a bionic eye. So what you do is you stick your eye to the back of his head, a bit like Biden does with everyone. And you can look through and you can see things really far away. You're Steve Austin. You got to make that sound while you're doing it. Otherwise, your bionicness won't work. Magma Doodle, you can have a lot of fun. Could I have a go? No, fuck off. Luke, I am your father. Really? Well, we all thought you were gay. No, I'm not gay. I'm your father. Oh, right. Well, Spirograph is good because you get sacred geometry in it. And it's literally, you leave it up to consciousness. It'll do it itself. Me and my sister spent many a happy hour playing Spirograph and stabbing one another with those little fucking needles that they give you with them. Because obviously everything gets turned into a weapon at some stage. Obviously. Slime. I ate slime. I tasted it. I did. I ate slime and I spit the rest over my mother's new shag pile carpet, this Axminster. She was bragging about to everyone. There was bought in Allied fucking carpets my father bought when he came home from sea. And she loved that fucking carpet and I got slime all over it. And I tried rubbing it off because I knew she'd fuck me up. And it took all the wool off. It was just a patch. My slime story. I had every Action Man thing. I had Action Man tank, Action Man tower. I had all of them. My favorite Nazi uniforms. Yeah, I had all the British ones. But my favorite was a Nazi. I had the diver. I had them all. Fucking Action Man was the best thing ever to happen in my life. It wasn't because $6 Million Man was. Okay. Battleships. No, I'll never forget that summer when I got battleships and I was like really disappointed. It was like, but the electronic battleships came out this year. Remember, I thought I was going to get that. I wanted exploding noises when I shot my battleship. So like, that's to be next year. So next year, I got an electronics battleship. Fuck me. I thought my boat had come in, yo. I'm telling you now. When you basically hit that aircraft carrier, you get a little electronic explosive noise, which is worth the year's wait. Okay. And then on a bank holiday Monday in the 70s, what we used to do, we should polish our boots. We'd go down to Weston-super-Mare and kick shit out of a mod. No, we did. It was a very, very violent time in the 70s. And I was rather embroiled in all of that anyway. I mean, my past was like, yeah, proper violence. So this is Warsaw in the Polish capital, Tatariarness. And before, you're still actually reeling after what we just did, aren't you? You haven't had time to catch up. Yes, this is how it works on Flattearth British. Now we're going to Tataria. Okay, we visited Tataria, and we're going to go back to some more funky stuff. Is that cool? Cool. Now, them bitches throwing them kids' food is still in my head. Okay, I don't like them. I'm going to try and travel to go and sort that out. Them poor children. So this is pre-war. I don't have to show you the pictures of what Warsaw looks like after war because it's not there anymore, is it? And you got the Phoenicians again with the water and the mermaids and the pillar and the same thing everywhere. in Wales. They got some beautiful Russian type of affairs in Poland. I've been to Poland a couple of times. I love Poland. I was docked in Gdansk once in the Lenin shipyard in the days of socialism. And it was when Solidarity was happening. They had all the posters up everywhere. Lech Wałęsa, and I really dug it as well because I was proper revolutionary, and I always have been, really. Just in my soul to fight these motherfuckers. Look at that for beauty in Warsaw. And all this outside conduiting is part of the circuit board city thing. And that looks like, I know it's been added the colour. I know it's. But still, they got ceramics on top of you. It will be ceramics. And this plated roof as well. It's all part of the design, the wrought iron for energy gathering to feed circuit board cities to make all that energy like they do with stadiums you mentioned earlier in the chat, guys. Yeah, man, that's part of the agenda. Getting all them people on that same energy, creating all of that invisible electromagnetic, electromagnetism. He has a magnetic personality. Well, I felt the electric between them. Well, the atmosphere changed when he walked in the room. So magnetism. People have a different charge. You know when they say when you meet somebody, guys, and they say opposites attract? I think that's true in a lot of cases, especially with couples. There's opposites attract. It's just there's a vibration, magnetic vibration between individuals, and that's included with love and the rest that goes with it as well. Surprisingly, not really. Because of the nature of this realm. So yeah, that's an interesting corner building. So this is just before the war. All of this giant crown on there. Look at that giant's crown. And this is a synagogue, obviously. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that didn't do very well. They got some menorahs outside. Exposition International of Cartographers. So they got like an Exposition International going, but that's apparently the cartographers, the map makers are in there. Isn't that interesting? Beautiful architecture, though, in Poland. So the second time I went there, luckily enough, I was engaged to marry a Polish girl, believe it or not, Sonia, and I sailed with her father, and he was a hero. I fucking loved him dearly, Mihash. When I went to Poland, I got to have like this meal with his entire family. There was a guy, he was 98, his father, and he'd served in the Great Patriotic War and stuff. It was just like, these people were incredible. They made me so welcome. I had them all in stitches because we had eel, and I picked it up and I was like, this is horrible. It's so chewy. And they were laughing at me because apparently you're supposed to scrape it out of this leathery outside, but I hadn't had eel before. But it was really nice. But it was in the communist days, so a lot of this I had to do sneaking around. When I went to Stettin, they said, "Oh, you're not allowed into the town." So I was like, "Oh, all right then." So I had to do a bit of wall jumping. But if we did get told you got caught, they would have took you away. So look at this Statue of Liberty in Warsaw. You may ask, what is it doing there? And the American flags. So there's a bit of an American connection between America and Czech Republic and Poland as well. So I ideally loved Polish people, and I loved Poland dearly too. I really did. I had the best time ever there. They made me so welcoming everywhere I went, and they didn't have much. Didn't have fuck all, in fact. There was 2 soldiers guarding the ship, and there were only about 17 conscripts, and I took oranges, apples, bananas and stuff, chocolates down to give them to them, and they were really appreciative. And then I took them like a bottle of beer, which they had behind some pallets. And then I took some vodka, and he said, "No." He said, "Commandant, shoot." I was like, "Well, if you drink, you're going to be shot." He's like, "Yeah." It was just 2 young boys. It was like exactly the same age as I was as well. It was such a different lifestyle that they were forced to do that. And I, because of my position, being a crazy Brit, I used to make common Sars lives a fucking misery. I mean, I used to make them misery. They used to boss around people, telling them what to do and shit in these communist places. And I used to think, oh yeah, try doing it to me. I'm fucking British, yo. And I used to gaslight them and just fucking bully them because they were despicable fucking people. Common Sars. 90% of them were just absolute assholes. One woman, but that was when I broke onto a Russian ship to exchange the Russian flag for a British one, drunk. and I got arrested. It's a long story, but I had a... Oh, don't worry about it. Anyway, time for more fun. And then we're going back into history. Do you remember LOLO? Hair flick? Yeah. It was really, really rude. And it was like Nazi rude. So it was about occupied Europe, and they had this constable who was a Brit, and he was pretending to speak France. And yeah, I loved LOLO. I thought it was really good. Whoa, Charlie's Angels. Hi, Charlie. Hi, ladies. I'm a fat old man in a chair. If you really seen me, you wouldn't say, hi, Charlie. You go, oh, fucking hell. Cyrus Forsyth Majors, who was married to the $6 million man, who I just mentioned, who is Lee Majors. Oh, Jackie and Sabrina, which was always one of my favorites. And they used to do super fantastic stuff. But she's looking like she's got a massive jaw. I always thought she was like really hot woman, and I'm looking at her. She looks like a fucking dude. Just saying. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. The weekends come. I loved fucking Happy Days. It was the best thing ever. Fonzie. Who didn't want to be Fonzie? Although Henry Winkler is apparently a switcheroony and a girly. I'm not saying that. Fonzie would hit a jukebox, and the record would fall in place, and women would roll over to him, and he would be sorted. Ralph Malph. Remember Ralph Malph? Pugsy. I can't remember his name. What was the sister's name? Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, enough brain damage. Now, this was one of my favorite programs ever. Nano, Shazbat. Well, Colin Olsen. Come in, Olsen. And then he'd recount his adventures about love and Mindy, who I loved. I loved Mindy dearly. I did. I was jealous. I was jealous of more, because like, Mindy's a fucking alien, love. You don't love him. You don't love him. He's an alien. Although he's nice, he won't treat you right. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me if I'm angry. I bust out of my underpants and I have to run down a road green and naked. But no, thankfully, just for the Hulk, they invented stretchy trousers and stretchy jeans. As Lou Ferrigno or Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno sounds like Lou Ferrigno, and he looks like a Ferengi. So there's Banner and the Hulk. Ooh. Here he is, Lee Majors, a $6 million man. Okay. He's saying, we fixed him up. He's now my bitch. He has to do my beckoning. And he's like, I'm his bitch. I got to do his beckoning. Which is what was going on, basically. Not to put a finer point on it. We can rebuild you. We have the technology. Suicide is painless. No, it ain't. It fucking kills. Don't listen to him. It brings on many changes. Yeah, like life, death. But I can take or leave it if I try. So what did they have? They hot lipped Houlihan, right? Who I fancied, like, what man wouldn't? But she went off with crappy Winston. Yeah? Just stupid. Hawkeye, Pierce. Oh, did you see the last episode when the Colonel left and he got on his horse? Did you cry? I cried. The Reverend and the one of Klinger tries to pretend he's a woman all the time. Where's Radar? Radar was the best on there, one of the best on there. So hands up, who thinks MASH is probably one of the greatest programs ever made? Yeah, you know it. It's brilliant. Every single episode is fantastic. Yeah, it is. War with Korea. Let's have another one. Sunday night at the London. We could go into North Korea. We could free all them people in the concentration camps. Let's just free everybody. Although they would be terribly brainwashed and probably very offensive towards us and hostile, but we could try. So yeah, we had let's have fucking Norman Wisdom. See, I used to think he was funny when I was a kid, and I seen him a few years ago. I thought, you're not funny at all. Oh, like Grayson. Oh, look at you. Shut that up. And nice to see you. Nice. There's a magic spell by Bruce Forsyth. I'm not sure who that is. And that is obviously Adam Faith being all fucking Mr. fucking good looking. And that might be... what's his name? Anyway, here's Paul Michael Glazier and David Sowell. That's a really nice name, isn't it? David Sowell. Yeah. What was that song? Oh, it was a lady something. It was shit anyway. But I always really like Paul Michael Glazier's cutchy cardigans. Oh, yeah, nice cardigans. But you need a cardigan for the streets of New York. Hey, we're the monkeys. We're pretending to be the Beatles and we're shit. We'll never be as good because we haven't got that guy from the Tavistock Institute that wrote for them. No. You did have a good writer, though. Right then. On the buses, Reg Varney. Oh, I'll have you, Bella. I'll have you. He was naughty. Yeah. But we love Reg. On the buses. You don't know that in America? Watch on the buses. Best thing that ever happened to your life. Ever. Women coming out of your Euros, guys, and they don't wear hardly anything back in the 70s. This is Benny Hill. I know you Americans completely know and are aware of Benny Hill. Benny Hills are really, really perverted. Have you seen them? There's women got hardly anything on them, guys. They're brilliant. Have a look. Look, this is on the buses. Look at Reg there. He's happy. Bit of a setup going on there. Bit of a tryst. Bit of a menage a trois in the old cafeteria. Happens. Remember the little guy with bald head? That's standing in the bus stop waiting. I remember that episode. Thank heavens for women. Right. This would be awkward, wouldn't it, if this came over? If you was having a meal with the wife, say, or the girlfriend, and she come over and it'd be like, "You gonna take your order, love, please?" It's not like exactly Hooters, is it? It's more Scooters. And look, it's bad for his heart. I don't think he actually ever had sex with a woman, so I heard. No. Yeah. Oh, Pan's People. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for Pan's People. Yeah. When I was a young man growing up in my 70s, finding out about life, these helped me along the way. Find out my true nature. Pan's People. Thank you, Pan's People. The way you move. Really rotten, baby. There they are, flouncing around in sweet fuck all, showing their knickers in the 70s. On top of the pops. Well, here's another secret for you, right? My mother went out with a Radio 2 DJ. No, she did. She went out with Diddy David. I fucked off on holiday for 2 weeks. They sent me away. Shaggins. Sent me away to Lantony up in the Welsh Mountains for 2 weeks pony trekking. Okay. I came back. They dropped me off on the coach at Glanely School. He only fucking picked me up in the Rolls Royce. My mother fucking said, go and pick him up. I was dying. I was like, who the fuck is that? And what the fuck is that? I said, what are you doing in the car with Diddy fucking David? And they dropped me home. I didn't like him. He was a bit of a tosser. And his wife was dying of cancer while he was going out with my mother, which I thought was shit. Oh, yeah, okay. See, this is how you used to dance. You used to, like, forget the bottom bits of material on your body. You don't be needing them. You do now because it's fucking freezing. Wear as much as you can. And this is how we dance. I don't. I got better dance. I got good dances. Here's Twiggy. Okay, Twiggy. Let me tell you about Twiggy. Okay. She took fuck tons of crystal meth or something to make her really thin. Because look at her. You can't because she's a bit small. Let me puff her up. So if you don't know about Twiggy, she was a model. Back never. Here she is. She's had LSD and she's beckoning you. She's saying, sub to Martinliedtke. Sub to Martinliedtke loves you. Please, please. That's what she's saying. So there she is, because I'm worth it. Yeah. Trying the new L'Oreal face hair scruncher up or heater or thingy. Whatever. I don't know. It's wooden stuff. Farrah Forsyth. She's looking a bit better there. She's got that hair. Oh. Here's ABBA. If I change your mind, I'm the first in line. I can't speak English. I just pretend. What's the word? Get me the paper. No. See, Olga, she lived in the same neighborhood as my father. My father lived in Stockholm and he had a boat in Tucson where she lived. I used to see her in the morning at the shops. I used to always tell my mother, I seen that woman from ABBA again down the shops. So, oh, what's she like? So she's lovely. Oh, and we did a lot of this. So when you was a kid and used to watch children's programs, apart from Rod, Jane and Freddie, there had a lot of people in Lycra flouncing around. This is the move you do. And roll on the floor as well. Okay? Yeah. Flouncy moves of the 70s. I always found them really awkward, especially leotards. Okay. This is Saturday Night Nuns. Yeah. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I need some drugs. So that's the nuns going out on the game. Okay. Dressed as nuns. Get good business. Okay. Here's Victoria Principal. She got amazing juggly jugs. And she got a lovely bum. I was always a big fan of Victoria Principal. Really was. And she is a woman. Don't do that to me. Yeah. This is the thing about flat. Oh no, we'll save that. This is the thing about flat earthers. Yeah, we were discussing this with my son. He said, you're just a just sayer. I'm not. I am. All flat earthers are just sayers. It's like, yeah. And everyone's either got a willy or they haven't got a willy. I was like, well, yeah. It's like, what's going on with that? I said, don't know. So it's true. Now, here's Anne Margaret. I'm a massive Anne Margaret fan. I don't know what it is. She's got that magnetic connection. She's a lovely redhead. And she's got moves like an angel. Body parts to go with it. Look at that. There she is. Oh, this is Frank Sinatra's daughter. Okay. The fat. No, she's not fat. Nancy Sinatra. These boots are made for walking. And that's what I'll do. Walk all over you. Sounds like a bit narcissistic. No, thank you very much. Unless I got a bad back. That might be okay. Anyway. There she is again. And Margaret. Oh, getting down funky. She's got them see-through lycra things on. They all wear down the street these days. But in the 50s, that was pretty rad. Let me tell you. 60s. 70s. There she's with Elvis Presley. Okay, Elvis is not in the 70s year. This is his later incarnation. And there she is, looking quite hysterical because it's a monthly. She got the moves. They were all doing this move back when I was in school. This was the I'm a cool girl move. So you're all doing the same move. Yeah, no, we got it for Anne Margaret. She's hot. Look at that. That's the chicken move. Can you do that? No, it's easy. There she is. Do you love Martin? I don't know. There she's thinking about it. You can tell she's thinking about it. Just needs to say it. Never mind. There she is when she was young doing an audition. She did an audition and they put it on YouTube. It's fantastic. No, it really is fantastic. She's getting down and funky. There she is. She's only young. It's not going to Margaret closer. Hey, Daddy-o. Hey, Daddy-o. Do you feel that beat? Do you feel that beat? Yeah, Daddy-o. Hey, Daddy-o. That's what you got to say, Daddy-o, when you're doing it, when you're clicking your fingers. Hey, Daddy-o. Hey, Daddy-o. I got all them 50s moves. You know it. So that's the end of that brain damage. Okay, I mean, you're probably wondering what the hell is going on. Why? It's the 1970s, not history. Of course it's history. It was a long time ago. I promise you, it was history. Okay, oil. There's oil in them hills. This is a story of a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, but he kept his family fed. And one day, while shooting up some crude, from the ground came a bubbling crude oil, that is. Texas tea, black gold. Next thing you know, Jed's a millionaire. Now, they tell us that oil, they have to set up these multi-million-pound things, or they're going to get rid of it all. Anyway, we know where it's going. But they say it's rare and it's fossil fuels and it's made by fermenting fucking trees from millions and millions of years ago. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's a type of water. It's an ambionic solution, self-replicating, never runs out, and just squirt up anywhere. This is in Saudi Arabia this week. It's a gusher. And it's a load of oil. So pop a well there. And you've got a shitload of self-replicating ambionic. So it's like with the diamonds and the golds and the rest. They tell you there's pearls. They tell you there's shortages. There's no shortages. How's the fucking shortages? There's loads of that shit out there. So where are we at now? Okay, cannibals was the last post. Okay. Now, I was going to have disco music for you, but I don't know if I get copyrighted. Let's have a look at images of the day. How long am I into this post? Wow, nearly 2 hours. Brilliant. How many of you watching? Oh. So, 700 you just short of. That's a fantastic thing. I'm very, very happy that you're all here. So, thanks for all bringing your loving energy and your good vibe. I can feel it all from here. There's a lot of people. Me, says Mark Tram. Me. Oil is blood of the earth. Exactly that, Amy. That's the words I was actually looking for. Blood of the earth. Exactly that. Indeed. So, yeah, in the past, as I posted on my last post, there was a need to chow down. Apparently, all of us at some stage, if we are from here, I think we're later arrivals, but the earlier ones had no problem with eating their neighbors. Okay, they eat. It's what he would have wanted. Yeah, especially in Armageddon. Yeah, and the food runs out and there's nothing. It's just, Stalingrad and Leningrad and all of these places where terrible famine set in. And these things were apparently commonly practiced. If somebody's starving to death and there's a frozen body and they just cut a bit off with a knife and chew on it and it's like beef fucking jerky, they're going to do it to stay alive, aren't they? Just suck it up that used to be a human being. I think there's something else going on, an energy exchange. I think there's something like that. Oh, Weinstein. Did you hear about Weinstein? Yeah, he turns up early. Wanted to get a feel for the cast. Oh, Hollywood's a septic tank, isn't it? It's getting worse. Anyway, there's no need for him anymore anyway, because there's Netflix, isn't there? So look at this mud flood picture. It's just all came in that way. So got this off Facebook this week. Everything's got the roofs missing, and there's all this what looks like mud, because that's exactly what it is. It's a mud flood. In, I think that might be Nuremberg. Can't see that there properly. So, mud flood. Bruce Lee. Be like water, my friends. Don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy and cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. Change the way you speak about yourself, and you can change your life. What you're not changing, you are also choosing. Which is why I always like to say things like, you're epic, and we're epic. And we say things like that and just pick ourselves up, because why wouldn't we? Oh, I remember my first fire pit. Did you have one of these? Kindex, my first fire pit. Comes with an 18-inch fire ring, 12-inch poker. Cool, you'll need that. 4 Endura logs and 8-ounce fuel can. Brilliant. Give that little kid some fuel, sparks the excitement. Get them to pour it on themselves. Give them a little bit of trust for later, for building the Molotovs. Okay, that's good. 2 suns ready to shine just for you. And this was in a newspaper article here. On May the 18th, 1683, does in the morning appear 2 suns and a rainbow several. I was in Glasgow early in the morning. So a strange rainbow, 2 suns seen in Glasgow. There. So I remember I mentioned before, death by snoo. It would probably be an option if you had to be forced to choose your method of death. This one's not bad. This one, I've got a name for this one. Okay, this method of death. If it is a method of death, I don't know. And I don't know how it physically happens either. But yeah, it's fantastic. So here's some sweets of the 70s. You may remember spangles. I can taste it now I've said the word. I can taste the spangle. Oh, the licorice ones, the treacle. Why did they take spangles away? They hate us so much. Bring them fucking back. In my generation, we all shared the same skag, or one in either arm. Were you one of us? So I've got one of them on either arm. I don't know when they give them to me, when they happened, or when I was a baby, probably. I don't even know. Or what they're for. I've got one either side, and they look exactly like that. I didn't need the BCG. Apparently, I was immune to TB. Let's go on. So this is your street in the 1970s. What are you doing, Dad? I'm fixing the car, love. I'm a superhero today. I know you are, love. No, I really am. I will lift the car with the power of my mind. I'm doing it, Dad. Can you see? Yes, love. That's really good. I can see. So, yeah, everyone wanted to be a superhero as a kid. I did myself. I was Zorro as a kid. So I'm around with my Zorro sword painting Zs on. Zorro, who makes the sign of the Z. Shh, shh, shh. With my chalk on the end of my sword on lampposts and walls was my thing. I was a Zorro. Okay, let's have a look at Kate. Now, I always thought she was quite petite, Kate. I was quite fancied her, I thought, but Beckham, he's a bloke, isn't he? Beckham looks blokey, yeah. She's a fuck ton bigger than him. Look at the size of that neck. Look at that. Yeah, look at this going on. Fuck me, what are them? Huh? Dig the fucking garden with them, babe. And they're a bit close, aren't they? And a bit touchy. What's what she's thinking there? Well, I tell you what, she's a lot bigger than him. She's probably thinking, I will eat you. Okay, now. See? Just don't know, do you? So this is a discreet shoe fitting device in the Victorian era, which is really nice. You can fit this shoe on a skirt, on a foot, and you don't have to look at the skirt or something. Not that you would anyway. If you're a professional, that would be really... It's like a doctor, your gynecologist getting turned on. That would be really wrong. That sort of thing. So this is in the Chinese Cultural Revolution. They said, 10 million of you must die, but you must build the concrete battleship, which they did. 10 million died. 10 trillion died. And then they built it, and that's all that's left of it. They did loads of stupid shit in the Chinese Cultural Revolution, just like You all must die and build a concrete ship. Why, Mao? Because I fucking said so, innit? God. Rome. What have the Romans ever done for us? Do you want me to tell you what they've done? Sweet fuck all. It's all a big star fort, though. It's a big star fort, is Rome, in this period. But, you know, who gives a fuck? Anyway. So, yeah, they got a big thing about globes in the past. Look at this Columbus Monument, okay, from 1893. So all of this stuff looks like the Eiffel Tower. That's pretty impressive. And then they smacks this big fucking globe on top. They got a gantry around there to walk around. And what looks like a ship, which it is, on the top. On the North Pole. Designed for the Chicago Exposition. They had one of these planispheres in the New York's Exposition and the Paris one. So these are a freak. That guy's a dickhead. It does my head in. I don't know what the fuck he thinks he is. So he's going out with Megan, who's admits she's a dude. And I think it's true, you know, because she got like a man's head. She's like, you know, you wouldn't dress like that. That's just like fucking weird. And she's got a bloke mind, so she's not really worried about her. How can I put it? Oh, is that snow? It's pissing down with snow outside. Snow alert. It's freezing. It's freezing in here. I've run out of heating. So Biden sorted his shit out. He seen the little girl. He went, fuck no. Look at this. Medical cannabis. Crypt. Oh, fucking hell. Give me some crypt. So, yeah. That's how you get Biden's attention. Keep that away from Hunter Biden. Okay? You'll have that away from you. Oof. We are committed to excellence. I can see that. Well done, you. So Madonna's doing it again this week. Have you seen her? I don't think it's Madonna. I don't know what it is. Why is she going all this sadomasochistic weird fucking shit for? What is it? She's got all this Kabbalah crap going on fucking all the time. So she's got like a whip out. She's dressed like a gimp. And she looks disgusting. She must know that. She got intelligence. She's a clever woman. And what's this look she got? With these freckles and all of that. What look is it? The evil mistress. The evil psychopathic mongoloid mistress. Baby want a ride. What the fuck is she up to, guys? And what's this? Strangle me. What the fuck is she up to? It's not Madonna. It looks nothing like her. They're taking a piss. Everyone's being gaslit. She's probably laughing her head off for all of this. So she's got about $50 billion. She lays around in bed all day on her own with a stick, making stupid fucking memes or videos. Imagine that. Is that beautiful or not? I love that bird. Diggity love that bird. So these cunts had, excuse my French, but, you know, these words are invented for pricks like this. They won an achievement award this week. Do you know what they did? Sweet fuck all. Trannies and stuff. That's what they won. If you're in the establishment and you're like, look at Bono's face, looking like, staring the camera out like I'm going to fucking hurt you. Yeah? The Slash. Yeah, Edge, I mean. Sorry, Edge. Slash is another one, but Guns N' Roses. Don't know who he is. That's Adam, no, the drummer. They haven't got Adam Clayton in here. Don't know what that is. And Clooney the Looney. So he was a Hollywood dynasty, wasn't he? His auntie was, what was her name? Barbara Clooney. So these are a lot. You've seen these all, you know, Incubator Babies is back out. And the Cabbage Patch Kids are back out. And this has popped up. Repopulation Machines. Got everyone thinking about, where did we come from? Are they trying to tell us something? Yeah, no shit. Okay, autopsy. Okay, maybe they didn't wait for him to die, but this is how they did it in the I-587. So you didn't want to die back then because they would do this, and they do it now. Okay, I told you the Nicky Bryan. I wonder if they're nicking all the stuff and they're eating it, the elites, and they're just taking all our organs out, guys, and they're fucking what for what? They don't eat. Oh, we wanted away his organs, and then they disappear, and they can't eat brains, but they could definitely eat our organs. I wonder if that's what's going on. Siphon the blood for the gold. 40,000 people out of gold. Nothing. If millions are dying, that would fill a safe full of gold every year. just on refining our blood. Biggest concentration in the heart. So when I was posting yesterday, somebody said, oh, that's weird. I'm reading this. The story of Antarctica discovered, the longest continent, the loneliest continent, excuse me, by this lady who's got a lovely cat. So yeah, all these people sat out in the mud. Yeah, they built this classical architecture. They never did, they? So they're doing circle dances as well. Circle dances. And Schwab, Klaus Schwab, he's bride of Satan, it says here. Person of the year on time, apparently. Bride of Satan on time. The power of perversion. And he's dressed in what exactly? Don't even care. Just disgusting. Fucking all of them. There's the fall of Babylon. Things crash. Sky falls in. Everyone gets killed by some reset. It's like the whole thing just gets wiped out and start all over again. Just like the nature of a reset. This is a temple in India. I forgot the name of it now. But they got a giant Buddha. And they got some workmen doing some weird thing with a wheel. Yeah, crushing a human being. And some other weird stuff going on as well. Dog head. And look at this thing here. This is amazing. Looks Mayan, doesn't it? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sashes of the Buddha coming out with his solar plexus. It's like it's like Donnie Darko. Everything connected to the source, the Most High, the source. But I don't like that. It looks evil for a start off. That with the teeth, doesn't it? He's a giant as well, and these are giants. Look. I brought you a house, full size. Just place it on the ground because they're that big. Definitely giants turned up. No doubt about it in this realm. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. Definitely. And we cohabited with giants for a while, for a time, in one of these resets. So it's all mixed up together. I'm like, with these maps, especially with Island, California, I wonder, like, are we looking at just two different realms, because some of the dates overlap, guys, you can have like a 1490 map that's got California and a 1490 map that's got it as an island. Which one's fucking true? And I'm thinking maybe they both, So Renaissance art, usual kind of thing. Nobody wears any fucking clothes in the antique world. They're all cavorting. So nice little picture. Somebody went to Antarctica there. Or North Pole, wherever that is. Nice. Fattest man in the world back in 1890. People paid money to see him. Today, he'd be the third fattest guy in a local Walmart. So he was the fattest guy in the world back in the day. And now he'd be nothing, would he? See that every day down the shops. It's fuck all. Times change. Look at her. See this face, yeah? He's like, oh, I love you so much with all my heart. I love you so much. I love you. And he's holding her and she's like, yeah, what the fuck ever. Got a few quid. That face says it all, doesn't it? She's so feeling her. Anyway. Weird old thing anyway, all of it. So here's a Komodo then grey people with the woolly hats we mentioned on my last post yesterday. And they're on a ship as, well, slaving, I guess, doing a bit of rowing. Rowmen. Say two men take all them on. They don't take them on because they can't work the cannons and the guns. Power of the gun. Look at this floor. It's one of those optical floors. It's like you're going to trip up on it, but it's not. It's flat. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, nice library there. Bit over the top, like the Phoenicians are, but I like that floor. I feel a bit sick. No, I do actually feel a bit sick, and I'm freezing. I got a headache as well a bit. Look at these, holding that up. That's from talking for ages. I didn't have a headache before I started. Oh, you okay, little boy? Look at these dogs. He's so lovely. I love that dog. That dog's lovely. I love that dog. But he's like, are you all right, little boy? There's that picture again. Looks like some sort of possible beaming up or some possible rapture event. So Santa Claus looks happy, doesn't he? They look nice couple. I just come to play my saxophone. Did you? in my red bundies, sitting on Santa's lap. Fucking hell, nice. So the devil in the tarot cards, old tarot cards, he's got a bloke on his chest, bloke's on his knees like the Phoenicians, a lizard out of his ass, he's holding a load of serpents, he's got a pair of jugs, and a lizard's heads and 3 horns, not 2, and a pair of wings. It's a bit fucked up, that, isn't it? And look, the lovers. So how come she gets like a guy with horns and he looks like the devil? Couldn't really have a bloke. See? It's weird, isn't it? That's the card James Seymour turns over in James Bond. The lover's card. So this old decrepit nasty, poor bloke. Celine Dion, 54, diagnosed with rare incurable neurological disease that turns sufferers into human statues. That's interesting. So they do that to all of you. And you all end up statues. I wonder. Strange, this neurological disease is showing up all over the place while everyone's dropping like flies. You don't need me to tell you that, guys. People are dying hand over fist. What happened 2 years ago, the lockdown, when everyone was supposed to be dying, that wasn't it. This, whatever the fuck this penetrating cold is, out of nowhere. They knew. They fucking knew because they just ramped up the heating and nobody can pay for it. I put heating in yesterday. It went this morning and it's gone. It's fucking going to eat it. It's just do my head and I can't keep it going. So that is by design. Everyone else, me and my son were talking to a lady yesterday. She had exactly the same story. My friend Nora, there's loads of people were on the same story with this. It's just by design. Europe will freeze. And it's bullshit. They got fucking gas. We don't even need gas. They took the coal fires away. Shoot that person, arrow. I'm guessing she got a bit annoying. Infamy. They've all got infamy. Indeed. So I witnessed this year on top of an alpine mountain in the Czech Republic. Was a load of rocks that had evidence of civilization carved into them. Possibly. There, maybe. But unusual. That looks like a straight edge there. But the ones I witnessed were actual buildings. And they were just on the Austrian border, Czech Republic, amazing place. So when you're like basically strategizing your war, what map are you going to use? You're going to use a Gleason's and a flat earth map. 1945 flat earth map, war strategy map used by Adolf Hitler back in the day. Because you would, because it's the map. They don't need Antarctica. Ooh, look at this. All British comedians of the 1970s. Let's see how good we do remembering. I'm not very good at this. Maureen Lipman and Liz Goddard. What? I can't remember her name. It's like a Scottish name. And I loved her. I can't remember her name. Please, sir. Can't remember his name. And there's Bernard Cribbins, is his due. Oh, Leonard Nimoy. Tom Conti. What was his name out of fucking Please, Sir? Oh, God. See, I knew I was going to do that to my head. It's probably not a good idea anyway. I'll remember all of these later. I will. I got an elephant like a memory. Oh, use Angie Dickinson, policewoman. Phew. Yeah, imagine getting arrested by that. It's like, sir, don't move. I'm not moving, Angie. Yeah. Angie Dickinson, she still looks all right. She hasn't had all that crazy facelift thing going on. Like, I'm writing a letter to Daddy. Oh, Jabba, my favorite band. Did you ever see them? Yeah, Super Trooper. Trippy. So, book covers. Now, we've been doing this for some time. I did give it up for a bit because everything went a bit weird and stuff. But now it's back and people are sending book covers. So if you want to buy a book for Christmas for you and your family, Martinliedtke's The Holy Grail of Our Flat Earth, which is crazy advanced, but it gives you electromagnetics for this place we live in and talks about plasma reset and Fache's technologies. It's a mind blow, the whole thing. It covers everything from orgone technology to Fache's weapons. And Holy Grail of Great Reset, aptly named because I brought that out just before the Great Reset actually happened, actually knowing that all this shit was coming down. So people like Aisha there, one of our peeps, our lovely peeps, and Anne in lovely Holland, and all you groovy cats I've sent them all in the past. New York, Holland, and America land. And there's Manny, who's got a Rona. Yeah, apparently. And there's my brother, Callie, and beautiful woman in America. Little shrineage thing going on. Wow. And pictures of Stafford and Karen as well. We love Karen. And what? And Dave. There's Dave there. Oh, and his dog who died last year. Oh, that upset us. Ooh, remember? Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Lindsay. Oh, we love Lindsay. And Santos. He's had a hard year this year, hasn't he? He's all right, though, Santos. He's strong. He can give a fuck. He'll be back. Smashing it anytime soon. Moonbeamage number. And Alex doing double flat thumbs. All our friends. Wow, look at them legs. They're nice legs, aren't they? I'm not telling you who they belong to. Oh, my blessed brother Chris. Love Chris. Melich. Love Mel. There she's there. Okay. And them doing the Masonic one there. Okay, not reading that. Ooh, lovely ladies. Oh, Little Wing, you there, Little Wing? Dun, 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 we love Little Wing. And there's Stephen, who makes me laugh so much. He's my brother. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. There's Nora, my friend, with Steve, my bro. Oh, I wonder if he was all right. He had a heart attack the week before. High state of consciousness. Met him in Birmingham. Lovely chap. Well, they all are, didn't they? Ace and Dottie. We love Ace and Dottie. So where's the new ones that I just uploaded off lately? I don't think they've gone through. We'll do them again the next one. So yeah, make sure to send. But if you buy a book, send a picture in. I will definitely post that up. Okay. So some of this disturbance of the electromagnetics and the animals responding has been caught this week, but to a more greater effect. Observe. So our murmurations of starlings and the sheep doing it with them. Seems to be some sort of correspondence going on there between the two of them. So it's the same electromagnetics. Beautiful thing, but it's new. And the weather's gone and done one, and the sun and the moon and all of it. It's just all piecing together, isn't it, guys? That they even tell us that something's coming. It'll take a genius to work this out. Fucking last. When the money's gone, last little battle for fucking control. Yeah? I was going to post these on my last post, but I'm just going to whiz through them quick because of the quality of the pictures. I'm going to just whiz to the end first, though, to show you a few of them. Because it was full of giants. I was going to show it on my last post yesterday, but like I literally forgot to bring it up. But it's the usual thing, is drugs, slaves, these strange white race that occupy Americas, shitloads of cannibalism. But I noticed this, they built in these. There's a shell thing there, and I don't know what it is. And they're built in what looks like, what are their icons? Or are they alive? I don't know if they are making homunculus, which is the thing at the time, little human beings. So I'm guessing that's a burial. Indeed. With all of them goodies, they buried them. So I'm guessing he was a bit rich. And then they like to have battles with one another. Like I said, they have like a feud since time immemorial. They don't exactly know what it's about because it's tribal. Look at this. They're up the trees and they're bricking them. And they're like, that was good thinking on the Europeans' side, though, if you think about it. But they're getting murdered. There's a lot of murder going on. So a lot of ambushing. Brilliant tactic, burning oil. I wonder if that saved them. So they were all up a tree. Big rocks, oil, and weapons. Whew. Chop the tree down when they're up there. That would have done it. That's what I'd have done. But then they would have been down there with their weapons. So, yes, more hang everybody, kill everybody, and take the gold and run to the ship. It's like piracy, but you rip off a city. And that's the thing. It's campaigning season is coming in the spring. Are you ready? Can't wait. Which country are we going to take? Wow. There's so many to choose from. Let's just stick a needle in the map. and we'll go and take that over. A bit like Britain did. So yeah, this antique world is absolute carnage. Apparently, there's a lot of murder going on, a lot of taking and robbing. But that's what the Phoenicians did, didn't they? They stole a world. They stole a world. They hijacked a civilization. They covered everything up. So, fisticuffs. So let me come back. Oh. Because I've been talking for a long, long time, and I want to see how everyone is. 666 watching. I watched, well, that was it. That was the thing I forgot about earlier. I watched The Twilight Zone the other day, and it was a 1961, black and white. Brilliant, though. I think Robert Duvall was in it. And it was about like the angel Gabriel. No, the angel Michael and Uriel were knocking on people's doors. And then they were saying, get yourself ready, you're going to be coming with us. And this one bloke thought that they were just kooks, and he was like, they're just nutters, they're religious maniacs, and he didn't do it. And then one day, half the world's population just like disappeared in an instant, like Famos, but in reverse. And he was like, oh shit, I was meant to go with them. They were vetting, you know, they were saying like, you passed the grade, like, and they sent like Angel, Michael, and Uriel to tell you that this is what this thing is. And literally he stayed behind. Next thing you know, there's a big white flash of light, but it's a nuclear bomb. And he dies. They were gonna, it's the end of the world basically, and they were rapturing people out, and they sent the angels to tell you. Brilliant. So high vibes. So I've sent a lot of stuff, haven't I, tonight? Neil C and Arthur FE. Oh, 171 at the moment. It takes a little while to cut. Oh yeah, cool. Could you make sure that, please, if you could share this video out? Helps the algorithm. And like my video if you did. I hate your goodness. Ginger Arthur, just saying. I'm a just sayer. Burnt real history and rewrote it. Exactly that. Monica, good to see you, lovely. Mactron. Apparently, there's existence of bonfires outside of most European villages and towns from where they burnt all of the books. But they took copies before they burnt them, obviously. And then they sort of sent and put out a new version, and it's all of it's just bullshit. They tell a story, aren't they? Just no reality to it. Anyone can make up a fucking story. That's what they do. Look in, good to see you. Arion, good to see you. Tom, good to see you. And Hippie Shake, who's sharing our Squizzles Snipers channel. Amanda in Australia land. And this new handle that they introduced, YouTube, is making it be very difficult to know who's actually commenting. Like, what am I supposed to say? Oh, SH3CD 363CRE6XZ. Thank you. See what I mean? It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Mark Trom, good to see you. Ginger. Misty World, the greatest spliff patroller of all time. Squirrel Sniper. Monica. Will we get them out? I don't know what I'm talking about. S Coop, good to see you. Oliver Billy, my fanny, you just come on automatic. Good. Oliver Billy, good to see my brother. And Steve Rossi hijacked us. Jess, good to see you. And Sherry Ives, hand bursting will get you arrested now in Indonesia. Ambushing. Oh, ambushing. Oh, I get you. Ambushing. Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. I frown upon all that. Obviously, kidnapping is a normal thing in Mexico and stuff, so I hear. Pavlov sheep. Especially if you're like a European. Cheech. Santos. Yep. He's posting your daily, John. Flat Earth stuff and links and stuff. And Alva Billy and Cheech and Andrew. And if you are in chat, somebody, Panton, birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Panton. Pants on. Should be pants off, shouldn't it? Pants on. Jeep Guru, good to see you. Peter is in the house. Covin is in the house. Yeah, it's hard work, all them. Don't even take any notice. Go Christmas stuff and all that to go. Yeah, they're all going crazy for it, isn't it? You ready for Christmas? I'm like, what? I'm in that world. I'm not really, don't know. What are you having Christmas Day? I probably have a bowl of soup. I don't even know. I'm not even thinking. Like, I'm a nower. I'm a nower. That's like in the future, and another now. So there's no point doing it. David Curry. It's great when you're young and you've got families and stuff. I can dig all of that. It's lovely if they love it and all of that, but I don't need to. So I want to either. Andrew. My mother, she used to hate it. She said, oh, it's fucking Christmas, bloody racket, innit? It's only a fucking another day. And she's right. It's just another day and a racket. Just to make people fucking rich who hate you. Sounds like a brilliant fucking plan. Yes, please. Sign me up. GGG. Sean. Liddy. Oh, I got your photos, Liddy. They're on there. Let me just see if I can sort that out while I'm doing it. That'll be a talented move. Okay. And Enoch Hayes. Good to see you, my friend. Enoch Hayes. Oh, there you are. Pants on. Happy birthday, Pants on. Monica. So thanks. The video I got, basically, I had terrorists in this week. From the Tatarian Liberation Army. I'm sure you've seen. I lifted that video because it was only up for 48 hours, but I left it open for channel members. I got a few of them. I'm going to put up just for channel members. See, and no one else. It was a sad story, actually. I'd done their heads in. They threatened me. They gave me Chinese burns. They threatened to bring in a professional prison rapist. Yeah. I told them everything they wanted to know then. So, yeah, they were all right. Okay, now. Still here, ain't I? JJ? It was a happy time. Happy time for all of us. We sang together. Oh, it was like that clip out of Jaws. I crushed a paper cup. JJ, good to see my brother. Love to you and your fam. Mo Sampson. Are those your legs, Martin? No, that is my brother there, Hank the Wank, who's was behind the curtain, but he's moved himself to a view so he can actually watch the show. Because I've been, showing a lot of stuff, haven't I? So JJ. SG. So that's a mixed bag this week. We've done a nice fantastic. Oh, there's my son there, Martinliedtke, my epic son. Make sure to subscribe to my son, who's linked below. Martinliedtke, Welsh Dragon Metals. And there's 1,000 things to help and information that they don't really like. So Baristavu, good to see you from Austria. Oh, Croton 79, hi mate. Seen you for a while. Face, Neil. Ew, smoke. Okay, let me just check my shit a minute, guys, for a minute and see what I've got there. Okay, now, coming up to an hour and a half, I'm going to give it a little bit more time. No, we're going to look at some more Tataria, some beautiful images of Copenhagen. I promised them twice before, but I never did deliver them. But they are beautiful, and again, there's some clues in this. Okay, make sure to subscribe. Somebody give me $20 there. Who was that? Oh, that's really nice, Carrie Musgrove. If anyone wants to give me any coffee or buy me a coffee, PayPal and link below, because they're just taxing probably a third of that, something like that. I get taxed twice. Tax because I can pay tax on the British side and pay tax on the American side as well, which is half of it gone, which is ridiculous. But that is, well, they make money off it, don't they? You think they'd be more courteous and stop with all the fuckery, wouldn't you? Like hiding my best videos and shit like that, which they're doing, by the way. And nobody's getting, like, notified. It's a constant battle. Hi, Rio. Ria. Right then, Martin Fartage is going to share some pictures of wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. Friendly or fish from DC. The sea. So, yeah, I was watching a clip from Ali G last night. He was a bit of a knob. I used to like Ali G. It was all right, like, and then he's like, found all about Cohen being popsy royal, but definitely establishment and an insider. And he was like with an American like politician, and he's like, so where's we at now then? He's like, this is Washington, DC. So, Washington, DC. He's like, is that in America? Like, is it? It's like, yeah, it's America. It's like, oh, good. I always wanted to go America. I think I want to go to the USA next, though. Oh, for fuck's sake. So check out that resonator. No bell in there, but there's some sort of stuff in there. Might be a bell, though. All of this stuff on the dome is a definite part of the circuitry as well. But look at that. Talking about disproportionality. It's like, that's just the dome a little bit. And it's like, where's the rest? Disproportionate, top heavy, ridiculous. There's windows there. From the eye, it's just ridiculous. Where's the rest? Fucking just drives me nuts. So I've been to Copenhagen. Got proper wasted in Copenhagen. I had a brilliant time, but it was freezing cold when I went there. But there was a lot of hippies there. It was like a little Amsterdam buzz going on. And they bought some area, Christian lands, I think, something like that. But it was brilliant. They were lovely. That's score and everything. Look at that. That's beautiful. Is that what the fucking hell is that up on there? That's a strange statue. But alien. But imagine, look at the size of that building, though. Got sphinxes there, meet you of elevated stairs, and it is definitely a mud flooder. So very nice. The Danes. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. The Danes. I've been all over Denmark, Randers, Odense, Aalborg. I was in the merch. And always had a fantastic time. They were lovely people. They do that hugel. So it's a very cutchy nation, meaning cozy, friendly. But they don't really like outsiders. And I don't blame them because they got a fucking top culture going on. Check out this stuff. Tivoli Gardens. See how they have these shades in the antique worlds? They're beautiful, aren't they? Don't do them now. Keep the sun out of the rooms, especially they're south-facing. Check that out. Whoa, Tower of Babel. Whoa. Wow, you can go up there. It's a staircase, goes all the way up. Wow, that's crazy. I've not seen that before. I wonder if that's still there. The ball at the top. See, that looks different, doesn't it, guys? That looks like it's just been added later. Because it's a different material, isn't it? That's like greyish and this is reddish. Oh, let's have a look on the streets. Not many people. Wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. So it's a pretty maritime city. You've got the mermaid there, obviously, which I've seen. And I was like, wow, it's proper small. Looks bigger in the movies. But oh, beautiful. Look at all the Greco-Romano buildings. This one's hollow. Nothing in it. Ooh, like a movie set. Why would there be nothing in the Greco-Romano building by the quay? See what I mean? Every picture tells a story, guys. You know, you could study a picture for ages and it'll tell you loads. It'll tell you loads. They were doing stupid statues back then as well. This here, I think, is organ grinder. Organ grinder for sure. And on the corners. So there's that house again. Copenhagen Hermitage. It's like Hermitage. And there's the ships coming in. I guess that's where I was docked. Might have been there. And look at this. Beautiful market. Yellow tires. Car's not been invented. So what are they exactly? They look like yellow tires. Bollocks. I don't know what they are. Is this a urinal? Looks like an open urinal. Right, don't put your store behind the open urinal. I'll tell you that for nothing. Wow. Okay. Excuse me. I was just loading a picture of for Liddy, who's in chat, who sent a book cover in. One's on my community post for today, and the other I will show you in a minute because lovely people. Lovely lady, I can't fucking find it. Doesn't matter. So let's move on. Oh, how'd you get a sail ship up there if you've got no engine? What's this propulsion? Do they row it? It's a weird sort of techie stuff going on here. We've seen this a lot, haven't we, with these sail ships? But I wonder what's propulsion. Interesting. And there's paddle steamer. And you got castles. Wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. And it goes a bit black and white there. Not many people around, though, considering. There's the same old vanilla sky thing going on. That's crazy. That looks like it's metal. Don't it? It is metal. Oh, that's weird. And it does look like the Tower of Babel. Doesn't it? Okay, let's move on. Whoa, look at that thing. Okay, now the overlook. Mud flooder. How many rooms in that? Bet it's got no toilets. I wonder if there's anything inside of them, or if it's just a chunk of stone. And you got your Phoenician angel, always standing on that resetting ball. You think to be a comet. There it is again. Look at it. Just top is sticking out the ground. We got there, possibly the railway station. Huge ladder outside. And some weird. Oh, it's a fan on top, or a windmill. Wonder what that is. Oh, look at that. There's some sort of massive aerial thing there, but they don't show you what it is. Do you see that? Bugger. Oh, look at that. It looks like Regent Pavilion in Brighton. It's very mosky. I bet that's all lit up. Looks like electric lights on it. Wow. What's that doing in industrial building? Part of the exposition, guys. King Christian Town Square. And a palace. Looks like little Buckingham Palace. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're lampposts. No, they're not. What the fucking hell are they? Sorry about my language. They must be for the trams that are horse-drawn. What are they, I wonder? Okay. Entrance to Burned Palace. So it got burned. I wonder what happened there then. Is it that weapon we talked about with our weapons test? Where the city got like smashed and burned. And it was like from a terrible storm. Oh, Dutch lady. Dutch girl. And there it is. The palace is all burnt out. Wow. Still go in there though. Oh, there's a few more people around there. Oh yeah, beautiful city. I still would like to go to Tallinn because I'm family's from there. Feel that sort of pull. Kids love soldiers marching by, don't they? I used to think it was brilliant. All them brass bands and stuff. I used to run alongside them like that kid. We all did. Thought it was fucking brilliant. All that pomp and ceremony and British shit we all grew up on. We thought it was fucking brilliant. Was it? No. It's all nationalistic bollocks. Zeke fucking Heil. That's what it was. They're all Nazis. The fucking Europeans, fucking Germans, the Italians, the Americans, the British. All of them. Have anyone noticed? They're all fascists. They don't give a fuck about any one of us. You shouldn't give them an inch. You should treat it like a battle every single day. I do. I wake up with fresh zest of, I can fucking get them. And this is the way I get them. Information. Talking about stuff that I know that they don't want out. I know it when I'm saying it. And it gives me a sense of good well-being because it's the lies. I don't like the lies. I don't like what they did with our history and who we are, what they've taken from us. We're superhumans, guys. All of us. I like to be a superhuman too. So there we are. Okay, Flat Earth British. I did a post yesterday, as you can see here. Amerigo Vespucci's Antarctica Apocalypto 1 day ago. And I did it so it could show up here, basically, because I had terrible trouble because nobody's going to my videos. They're going way behind on views. Because people are going, I don't know. Can't fucking find it, and they're watching my old videos because I'm doing comments for old videos. This is like hard work with so many factors working against one. But there you go. We forge ahead, and I'm very happy with all of the content that we provide anyway. I'm very satisfied with that because I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I do want the best juice. Otherwise, I might sulk to myself. So that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. Okay, that was more juice on top of yesterday's juice. So we'll be talking about the battle to control consciousness. Okay, that's definitely a thing which is going on. And the rapture, some sort of spiritual way out. Just click of a finger. Maybe not when you're in bed, you may not even know about it. All these memories they give us might be just downloaded. Some of them don't tally anymore and everything's really off. I don't know how to even put it into words, really. some people are so spooked by what's happening. You know, I got friends like one like Lee, he thinks he's dead. He's saying, I'm dead, I died. He's saying this is like what happens after, you know, like Randall and Hopkirk deceased, you know, where they're like, you know, we're in the afterlife, but there's no guidebook, and we actually think that we're alive, which is the nature of ghosts, apparently, is we think we're alive. They think we're alive when we're dead. And that could be the scenario, guys. Do you ever think about that? Just saying. So, yeah, much love to Gary Feltham. Hope you watch this. So, games now. Games. Okay. You're all playing. You're all taking part. This is why. It's an unfortunate colour. Okay. Taking part in this game. So, last week, we thought about as many names for titties as we possibly can. Okay. This week, it's penises. So, we're going to think about as many names for willies as we possibly can. Next week will be fannies. That'll be good, just to weigh things up. I've got loads. Yeah. Somebody just done another one, wood, indirectly. And I was like, that's a good one. Think about that. I'll give you a couple of ideas and then I'll let you all run away with it. Okay. Willie, cock. I think cock is the rudest. Reading them all, I think that's definitely the rudest. Knob, pecker, schlong. Okay. Savloy, wiener. Okay. Digby, pee. Okay. So, knock yourself out and we'll find out how intellectual you are. Okay. Penis names. Okay, let's have a look. Frank. I've never heard of Frank. Willie, I got that, Brian. Patterson, Knob. Okay, we got that, Beans. Pecker. Okay, that's a good one. Duke. Oh, I've never heard that. Trouser. Snake. Yeah, I got that, Tom. Justin Timberlake, Trouser Snake. Frank Bean, Coney Island. Never heard that. Trouser Snake. Yeah, we got that one. Okay. Okay. A chipolata. Hot rod. Oh, I've got hot rod. That's brilliant, Brian. I never wrote that down. Junk. Oh, yeah. Get your junk out of my face. A hammer. I never heard of that, Mag. That's brilliant. I love that. The excavator. That's quite good, isn't it? The excavator. My friend. Pocket rocket. Oh, Pavlov sheep. You're just brilliant. You're always the best. Stong. Stop laughing. This is an historic little fella, Nora. Is that your little fella? Doing. Dangle. Schlong. Chode. Oh, is that what Chode did, S-Coop? I was wondering about that. Cucumber. Joystick. Love stick would be better. One-eyed yogurt squirter. Yeah, that's typical of you, Mo, isn't it? One-eyed yogurt squirt. Phallus. No, we're not having like that's just like saying penis or member, isn't it? What's that, Nora? A schwaz, a donk, an elon. I don't mean elon. Go on, Dean. Okay. One-eyed snake, a ding dong, a ding-a-ling. I want you to play with my ding-a-ling. Love gun. I forgot that. That's brilliant. Baby Sam. Who said that? Dave. Typical, Dave. Typical. Okay, phallus, stilla, a purple mushroom, purple vein. Beavis, but okay, good one, good. Bill Gates, that's not nice. Python, Love Gun is a good one. I like Love Gun, great song. Thriller Hammer, Tube Steak, Love Gun. Come on, I got better ones than this. Fucking hell. Digby, Pork Javelin. Pork Javelin's a good one. I was going to say ass opener, but I thought that might be a bit much. Lob on. Chubby one. Chubby one's a good one. Pencil. Trouser snake, yeah. Fanny filler. John Thomas. Sausage. Cocktail sausage. Trunk. Log. Trouser rocket you got. And your Kraken. Release the Kraken. The one-eyed squirting snake. That was near to mine. Pork sausage, Cheat is saying. Bottom rocket. Okay. Dangler. Well, that's not really. Jolly Roger. I don't know. Wanky. Dean, that's ridiculous. Tube steak. Stonker. Oh, Martin Haley. Stonker. How could I fucking forget Stonker? I knew this was going to happen. I thought I'd like covered them all. David, are you laughing? This is a serious historical study. You're not meant to laugh. Do doctors laugh when they're looking at your bollocks? And they wouldn't be able to because it'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? We're treating it like that, like adults. Yeah, like nurses and doctors. It's insane. The bony M. Oh, Pavlov sheep does it again. Ka-ching, Pavlov sheep. It's insane. You're naughty, you are, hippie. Yeah, I'm looking at you in a different light lately. Pork sword. I said pork javelin. A cannoli. A Tom, Dick, and Harry. I'm glad you're all playing. Oh, this is a great game. I can't wait for next week. Fannies. It'd be brilliant to join us. Don't do any of them now. Save them for next week. It's Dick 6 week. I don't like, out of all of them, I think cock was the worst. I don't like cock. Cock sounds really dirty, don't it? Yeah. Oh, look at his cock. It's like, it's willy. It's like, oh, it's not so bad. I said opener, Ed. No, not having that one. Love pump, Nora. Love pump. What? Sorry, Brian. I'm feeling hot. Colorblind. Hello to all. Hello. You're probably wondering what's going on at this stage. Colorblind just arriving. The Dalek, the Wang. Oh, yeah. Hamburger. German helmet. Yeah. The one nice squirty snake we've had. Walnut whip. And that's from that. The walnut on the end, I know. That's good. Big Mac. Dippy. Oh, yeah. The Dippy. Kitty bait. Oh, freaking hell. And plum tree shaker. Oh. Is that what he's talking about on the Joker on Steve Miller Band when he said, I really love your peaches, want to shake your tree. Shake my tree. I don't know, that might be just me. Third lung. 10th picture. Me yoke. Trouser trout. Nice one, Mac. One-eyed trouser snake. The path. Martin is a freak 100%. No, I'm not, Ginger. Oh, you could. Okay. Well, I think we've learned a lot about humans tonight, haven't we, men and women? We've learned a lot, haven't we? Maple. Tool. How can we fucking forget Tool? Oh, my days. Shaft. Yeah. Oh, my God. I never got Shaft. I forgot Shaft. Length. Oh, the things that... Captain Ron. Digby. My mother used to have really bad names for my Willie. I didn't like that. She used to call it like different names. It's just not on. No wonder I ended up like it. Dipstick's brilliant, S-Cube. Dipstick. I liked Excavator. I thought that was quite good. Thumbstick. Okay, that's enough now. That's enough. Sharpie. Member 8. Andrea, yeah, we got that. I'm an ex-member. Oh, no, I'm not. I got a member. Some of them are ex-members. I'm the headed troublemaker. Not necessarily. Yeah, probably. Japa's eye. You're not allowed to say that, Dave. What do they call him in Japan? Do they call him English eyes? I got American eye in it. Somebody will make a video and I'll call me racist. Crafty Kim, Pugwash. No, I think that's the... No, we're not going to do a bum category. It's Fanny's next week. No bum at all. Category. We might have a bum category. I have to think about that. Third Jap size, German helmet. All right, enough of that. No. Stop. So I'm going to be going now. This is coming up to 3 hours. I can't take no more. My poor Brian. I'm freezing cold. I need a cup of herbal tea. Warm me up. Humdinger, the boss. What's that? It's Spanish. The Hevo. Yeah, I got Hevo. Joystick. Yeah, the Johnson. I know that. Like John Thomas we got in Britain. Oh, it's the light making me go on different colours. I wonder what was going on, man. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to Martinliedtke. Make sure to like my video if you in fact did, which you probably did, because that was fun beyond belief, and it was really good information. And yesterday was well. The Bosley, and buy me a cup of coffee because I got no electric whatsoever, and I'm really cold. I'm not even exaggerating. These are always fun. S-Coop, these are the best in YouTube history. They can't stand it. They were so funky. K, sorry I missed it. I'll start from the beginning. Oh, sorry. Jewish Samaritan. In vain. We're not doing dick ones no more. Big Dipper. swinging Mike. Oh, the best. I'm just getting on gas. But be a guy. It's real life, yeah, mate. This is how you can tell I'm not a fucking shill. Yeah. Definitely haven't sold my soul to Satan. 100 billion fucking squillion % on that, look. Because I don't think if you do, I think you have like stuff, don't you? Especially fucking heating. Just saying, yo. Thailand surprise. Pavlov, who are you? Who was so wise in the ways of things? Wanga. I had Wanga written down. I had some really disgusting ones, but I thought I'd better hold back. Some of my friends are in chat and I got to see them. I got to face them face to face. Oh. Listen, guys, fuck it. It's best to have a laugh in life. See how the colour changed there? It's best to have a laugh. Okay, don't even let them get to you in any fucking way. All of that negative stuff that you think is all given to you by them. You don't even have to think it. Yeah, I could like worry myself into illness about all the bullshit that I got going on, but I don't. I think so. Turns it around and thinks, no, I will do what I want to do, which is the best. I tries to do the best content for you to make me happy as well, and for you, so you can have a fantastic night on a Saturday night because television's fucking shit, yo. Right or wrong? That makes perfect sense to me. Anyway, 579 of you, please press that like button and subscribe to all Flat Earth British. Laughter is food to the spirit. Oh, we laugh all day, yeah. We're always laughing. Did you get a Tallywhacker? No, I fucking never. Tallywhacker's brilliant. Thank you for that. Chode. I was wondering what a chode was. I heard the saying years ago. I was wondering what it was. It's penis related, is it? Actually makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Throw away your television, use the sledgehammer, but watch the glass because it may come back and hit you in the head. Tonsil tickler. That's not good, Mike. That's not good. That is good. Polish sausage, brilliant. Chubby Dodger, chode. Is that what it is? SQ. Oh, you lot are so wise. I've learned so much from you. I was all innocent and shy before I came here. And now I'm wise to the ways of the world. It's great, it is. Yeah, it was a huge Flatterday. It was a huge Flatterday. And I knew you'd love it. You laughing, Nora? You laughing at me? She's funny. No, she has me in stitches. Not many people do. Carrie, good to see you. Funny as fuck. Neil, I like funny people. Funny people is where it's at. Funny and sharp people, like sharp people. People who are on it. I like that. I respect that. And I can see it because not many people are. They're all in fucking Dream of Olwyn land. Like that. A lot of them. And they're missing everything. You know, I usually know what people are going to say before they even fucking say it. In fact, most of the time. I get the whole dynamic of everything the moment I set eyes on it. Because I'm that type of guy. Plus, I've been around a long time. Chris, good to see you. I'd done a lot. By the time I was like fucking 17, I'd done shitloads. Traveled well, done a lot, fucking done all the adult stuff. Most drugs. Ginger, good to see you. Mary, good to see you. So that was fantastic. I love you all very much. You were the best people, the best community, the whole of YouTube. Everybody knows it. Spread the word. Do all of those glorious YouTube things I just mentioned. And thank you for keeping me company on a freezing cold British Flatterday night, which I will remember tonight. I like this one. This has been one of my favorites for some reason. And I love that trip down memory lane. Yeah. And I bit my Stretch Armstrong. I got high on it. I ruined my mother's carpet with slime. Did you like my stories? I know. You was like, I can relate to that. That happened to me. Brilliant show. Thank you, Hippie Shake. Just what you needed. Oh, God love you. Well, it's been a tough year for a lot of you. I know that. And that we had all our nutty shit going on with Rona. And we kept our vibration high. Strove through it like super fucking heroes, didn't we? We didn't even get bothered or even post about it or anything or give a shit. Like it was not even happening, which is why I still got my channel. And everyone was talking about Rona like fucking numpties. When I said, don't talk about that. They're going to fucking get rid of you. And they're all gone from YouTube because he talked about it. Doing their job for them when it was all make-believe. Fucking common cold. I'm on joining in. Worked that out like day one. Me and my son was like, yeah, whatever. Fuck that. not going to play anyway, not to be told what the fucking telly tells you to do. Fuck that. Telly bullying you, gaslighting you, and telling you not to go out. Fuck that. Pounder. Good to see you. The Pounder. I love you too. So, Poster, happy birthday. Have a brilliant day. Hope you are. Stiffy. That's one of my favorites, I cycle. They always say that. Stiffy. So there you are. We're so adult and well-behaved and responsible, aren't we? It's brilliant. I love it. Okay. The outside internet world looking in, wondering what the fucking hell's going on over there. They're talking about monkey spanners. Magic sticks. There you are. Prime fillers. That's good. That's good. Meat mallet. You're still doing it. I gotta go. I gotta go home. So there's my son, Welsh Dragon Metals. Make sure to subscribe to my son. Let's get him 2,000 subs by Christmas week. It'd be really good. So Juice Marin, love you all. Be safe. Gareth Atkinson, nice one, Gar. And Crafty Keem and Jay. Super cool being Kids Incorporated. There you are. Never grow up, my friends. Stay young. Young at heart. Young at heart. Heinrich. Don't be ever miserable old farts. Don't grow into your mother. Don't grow into your father. Don't end up dressing like your father. Don't do old man dancing like your father. Okay? Don't do that ever, guys, because that would be wrong. Okay? People will frown upon you. Except for the person dancing with you like their mother and thinking that they're great as well, when you really look proper bad. Especially when you think you're doing John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Don't. Take that out of reality. Seisha, good to see you. Hugs. Okay, a big communal hug. I got to go. Many wins. I got a headache. I'm cold. There was a big communal hug. 600 of you. I have big arms. Thanks. Okay. Never. Okay. Italian. I get an Italian lesson. Micinia. Or ciao. I know Italian. I speak loads of languages. I speak 12 languages fluently, I pretend. Sarah. Depending on the situation. Missy. Yeah. Mon ami. Yeah. Classy me. Mary, good to see you. Oh, I said that. Matthew. I've got to go. Later, Ripper, my friend. And Beans. So thank you. You've been a right blast today. I've really enjoyed that. You're a really good bunch. You have a right laugh. Imagine we was all together, the screen we would have with me. Fucking brilliant. Spirit Soul. Glenn, you sound really Welsh, Glenn Williams, are you? Ugh. Okay. It's okay. Nostalgic. Thank you, Stu. Nostalgic. Flat thumbs. Double flat thumbs for lob on. Very good. Double flat thumbs to Infinity Thrice. Have a brilliant night, rest of the week. And make sure to catch up on my yesterday post because that was a good video. Okay, it was good stuff in that. And keep the vibration high. If you need me, Martinliedtke7@gmail.com for any shares or information. Make sure to please like, share, and subscribe because it's important with YouTube. Otherwise, it's just not worth doing because they won't let you. Nobody see you. Okay. Awesome, Dawson. I'm going to go 500 of you. That was nearly bang on 3 hours. Brilliant. Okay. Fun! Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll see you very soon.